Come join hand in hand, brave Americans all, and rouse your bold hearts at fair liberty's call. No tyrannous act shall suppress your just claim, or stain with dishonor America's name. In freedom we're born, and in freedom we'll live. Our purses are ready, steady and steady. Not as slaves, but as free men, our money will give. Our worthy forefathers, let's give them a cheer. Climates unknown did courageously steer. Through oceans to deserts for freedom they came, and dying bequeathed us their freedom and fame. The tree their own hands had to liberty reared, lived to behold growing strong and revered. With transport they cried, now our wishes we gain, for our children shall gather the fruits of our pain. In freedom we're born, and in freedom we'll live. Our purses are ready, steady and steady. Not as slaves, but as free men, our money will give. Swarms of placemen and pensioners soon will appear, like locusts deforming the charms of the year. Suns vainly will rise, showers vainly descend, if we are to drudge for what others shall spend. All ages shall speak with amaze and applause of the courage we show in support of our laws. To die we can bear, but to serve we disdain. For shame is to free men more dreadful than pain. In freedom we're born, and in freedom we'll live. Our purses are ready, steady and steady. Not as slaves, but as free men, our money will give. This bumper I crown for our sovereign's health, and this for Britannia's glory and wealth. Their wealth and that glory immortal may be, if she is but just, and if we are but free. Yes, if she is but just, and if we are but free.
Hey, everybody. Good to see y'all. Who we got? Echo, Cheryl, Daniel. Ricky. Dolly, y'all. Good to see y'all. Glad y'all are here tonight. For 20, good to see you. Yeah, Bong Mom is about right. Okay, we're on the 11th Amendment. See that car show I sent you? You know what? We had a car show Saturday. I didn't. It was raining. But they were out there. But no, I didn't see it. I'll look for it, 420. Did you send it to Texas Proud? Is that how you sent it? I will look for it. Okay, y'all. We ready to learn something again? This one's kind of. I had to Google it. You found it in your car.
In the car. Hello, everybody.
Yep, I still got my company.
Your avatar is on.
Yes, my avatar is on.
Hello, everybody. I'm still in Texas until tomorrow morning, and then I'm coming home. I love you, and I miss you all. It's really good to see you all. Oh, you're still in it. Oh, darn. You're welcome, everybody.
Oh, okay. Thank you for 20. I'll look for it. We have been running around like crazy. Got a lot of work done and posted stuff for sale. Hopefully it sells. China cabinet. It's like big stuff. Need to put my mama's furniture on there too. Oh goodness. Beth, did you turn that fan off in there?
Did I? I don't think so.
Can you
see?
I'm like kidding.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't remember doing that, but I probably did.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Sure you are.
Okay, this is the 11th Amendment. Stop.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm just here.
We're supposed to be serious.
I am
Monday.
serious. I don't know why you got the giggles. She's got the giggles. I don't. I'm very serious.
I don't know what's going on.
Left it on your last live in chat. What on?
We have been good girls. I promise.
We've been good girls. I don't know what's wrong with Bonnie. I think she's just giddy. I've wore her out for sure.
My back's never going to be the same again, but right now I don't care. Okay, 11th Amendment is to
What?
It's your fault. Okay, stop.
I'm doing nothing. I don't know what her problem
I'm talking
is.
to me.
Okay.
The judicial power of the United States shall not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state or by citizens or subjects of any foreign state. What's a foreign state? That sounds like DC to me.
Yeah, because after the
Except
10th
it's-
Amendment, a lot of that nonsense starts coming in. This is all where it gets to be, we should have stopped with the first 10. This is all where a lot of, I believe, I was seeing the corporation coming in and starting to wield our Constitution differently.
to their way.
Yes, because the 16th
Yeah.
Amendment imposed taxes. Women got the right to vote. We really already had the right to vote, I believe, if you owned property. All men were already created equal. They did a lot of, suaveneering to make it seem like our Constitution was inadequate, which it was not. It was wholly adequate. Right, everybody? It was wholly adequate.
Yes, it
With the
was
first
wholly
10.
adequate on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And so I Googled an explanation. Yes, I'm trying to be serious. It's hard to be serious with D around.
Are you throwing me under the bus already
No,
right now?
no, I'm not throwing you under the bus. You have been a blessing all the way around.
I have a Grok passage. What do you got? A Google passage? Listen, look at us techie dorks.
Be charming. It's good to see you. Do you want to read Grok or Google?
Can they hear me okay? Because I'm all the way across your laptop. Can we get a 5x5 on how I sound? Because I'm not sitting right next to Bonnie.
Can y'all hear D okay? Can anybody tell me? Because you could move the
I could
desk
move.
chair over here
I
like you
could do
did,
that.
like you did the other night.
Yes.
They said 5x5.
Oh, okay. Well, I like it here by the fan, so I'm just going to stay here. Okay, the 11th Amendment to the United States Constitution was ratified
Voices carry. Carolina, good to
On-
see you.
February 7, 1795. It addresses the issue of federal judicial power over lawsuits against states by citizens of other states or foreign countries. Here is a clear breakdown. Text of the 11th Amendment. Plain English explanation. What it does. It prohibits federal courts from hearing cases where a private citizen from another U.S. state or a foreign country sues a state government without that state's consent.
Happy birthday, Carolina.
Happy birthday, Carolina. Why it exists. Before this amendment, Supreme Court case Chisholm versus Georgia, 1793, allowed a citizen of South Carolina to sue the state of Georgia in
Yes.
federal court over unpaid Revolutionary War debts. States were outraged, viewing this as a violation of their sovereign immunity, the idea that a state cannot be sued without its permission. Last explanation, small paragraph. Congressional response. The 11th Amendment was quickly proposed and ratified to overturn Chisholm and restore state sovereignty in federal courts.
But so if we go by that, remember when when DC was trying to sue Texas because of things that we were doing here? Do you remember that?
Not really.
Let me see. And I don't think it went through, but I remember that they were trying to sue Texas.
Well, I like this little exception here because this will have to do with the Humboldt County case that I'm following, and I've shared about it. It says a state can waive immunity and consent to be sued. That's unlikely.
Right.
Federal government can sue a state. State officials can sometimes be sued for violating federal law. Suits between states or by the U.S. government are allowed, and limited scope. It only applies to federal courts. States can still be sued in their own courts if state law allows.
So this is what the lawsuit against Texas was. Federal lawsuits filed against the state of Texas in 2025 include challenges to its immigration laws, tuition policies for undocumented students, and voting rights. Multiple lawsuits are ongoing, with some cases advancing while others have been resolved or dismissed.
Huh.
So the immigration one was border enforcement. The Department of Justice. So remember whenever we put the buoys in the Rio Grande, they were fighting against that too.
Oh yes, to stop the immigrants from
Yes.
crossing. Yeah.
The Department of Justice sued Texas in January 2024 to block the state's Senate Bill 4, which would allow state law enforcement to arrest and deport individuals who illegally cross the border. But Texas is supposed to take care of it, but yet the DOJ is suing us for taking care of it.
Right.
So there's y'all's answer on that. In March 2024, the Supreme Court denied an emergency motion from the Biden administration temporarily allowing the state to enforce the law while the case was under review by the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Later in March 2024, the Fifth Circuit denied a motion by Texas to stay a federal district court injunction that blocked the law, citing concerns about potential international friction. Oh, here it is. In July 2023, the DOJ sued Texas over its installation of a floating barrier in the Rio Grande River near Eagle Pass. The DOJ alleged Texas installed the barrier without necessary federal authorization.
That was the old DOJ. That's not today's DOJ, I think.
Excuse me. Hey, Lone Wolf, good to see you. But remember when I said that I called our state attorney general's office, and they told me that it was a federal issue, that their hands were tied. So this is what this is saying: installed the barrier without the necessary federal authorization. We shouldn't have to get federal authorization when we're being. They should.
It always seems like both sides have these little ways where they can try to usurp each other's power. It's like the states want to do it. The feds always have. The Supreme Court has given them that ultimate power over the states, it would seem. Because whenever there's been a discrepancy in Humboldt County, the feds always win. The states can rarely beat the feds in a lawsuit. I don't know. I think that's something we all want to learn how to start, following and learning how to.
But that's what's wrong, because the states are supposed to have the power. We are the ones who supply the federal with Congress and Senate. So how can the states not have any? What does it say in the Constitution? The power to the states, which is supposed to be the people. I don't know.
When you're, it's a problem of having the divided states of America, because it's like we're not a cohesive country. Sometimes we want to be separate, but then at the same time, we want to be a country, and that's kind of our dilemma, isn't it? It's like, how do we walk that balance?
Chessboard said I do a really good imitation of Dee's voice.
Oh, really?
So in January of 24, Texas continued to install more razor wire along the southern border despite a Supreme Court decision allowing the federal government to remove it.
And then the feds didn't come in and take it. They did eventually, didn't they?
They were cutting it open.
Yeah, they came out and they actually won that one, didn't they? Didn't they come and take all the razor wire away? They never did put it back up, did they? Until Trump came in, probably. It's my guess.
Texas continued to install more. I kept seeing them putting more, even whenever they would cut it, they were putting more. I think that's when the National Guard came in. Rich Runner, good to see you. So The
One last thing I want to read that I have for the explanation of the 11th Amendment is it says,
Absolutely.
in short, the 11th Amendment is a shield for states against private lawsuits in federal court, rooted in protecting state sovereignty after a controversial early Supreme Court decision. So the Chisholm versus Georgia case, that would be a good one if you wanted to learn more about what happened. But then, so that won in court, and it sounds like that's why they decided to go ahead and enact an 11th Amendment, because they didn't like the way that the Constitution held up
Yes.
whatever this case was about. Has to do with an estate.
The Civil War.
Oh, it was the debts, right? It was the debts, yeah. $100,000. Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting. Gosh, it gets so confusing. Everything,
Thank you,
overlaps
Regina.
stuff, and then it's like, oh, but then it's got to be separated, and then it's got to overlap again. It's really quite overwhelming sometimes to try to figure it out.
We've been taking pictures. We've been taking videos. She's been taking videos, making me look like, bleh. But do you see what Rich Runner said?
No,
Are you
I'm not
looking
looking
at
that.
that?
Let me read Georgia's defense real quick.
Okay.
Georgia refused to appear in court claiming sovereign immunity. As a sovereign state, it could not be sued without consent. The Constitution did not override traditional immunity of states from private lawsuits. Georgia sent a formal protest but did not participate in arguments.
And I think that's kind of what Google said too about the sovereign states.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, I could see where that didn't go well, but obviously it's changed because
Well, even back then, sweetheart, there was a lot of different opinions here of what that mean. You have John Jay, the Chief Justice at the time, saying the Constitution explicitly allows such suits. Sovereignty of states was limited by the people's ratification. And then you have William Cushing saying the constitutional text is clear. States can be sued like any other party. So just like today, back then, there were differing opinions on what it meant. So,
yeah.
That's why the court cases are so important. But it's such a bummer when you get, unrighteous judges, because they don't always rule
Well, and
the way
that's what
they
I was
should.
going to say.
Yeah.
Was that grand jury courts back then, or was it the bar?
Well, Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled that a state can be sued in federal court by a citizen of another state. The plain text of Article 3 allowed it. So I believe that's why they came out with the Amendment 11 to start to manipulate the Constitution and destroy Article 3 of the Constitution.
Yep. Hey, Sean. Good to see you. So Ridge Runner said that he saw the picture of you and I on Facebook. Two beautiful warrior women looking amazing.
Oh, stop it.
He's a sweetheart. Okay, so this says the other thing was the in-state tuition that they were suing. The DOJ filed a lawsuit against Texas in June of 2025 over its policy providing in-state tuition to undocumented immigrants. The lawsuit alleged that the policy illegally favors undocumented foreign students over out-of-state American students. See, I hadn't even heard of this one.
No, I hadn't either.
Shortly after, Texas agreed to end the policy in a joint motion with the federal government.
That one guy I watch sometimes, I don't really watch him anymore, but there was a period of time when I just got sick of watching so many of the popular streamers. And now he's popular, so I don't really like watching him anymore. But Good Logic, he's this Jewish lawyer in New York. And so he would go over cases. And a lot of you probably watched him during Diddy.
Good to see you.
And he wanted to go do the Diddy trial so he could up his numbers and everything. But before he was doing that, one thing I really liked he would do is he would go over court cases with his chat.
Hey, Holy Skunk, good to see you.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes. No.
No, I know you didn't. Okay, so good logic. She couldn't skate through that one, could she? Good logic goes over court cases with his chat. That's what he does. And
Okay.
so he'll like just sit there and read through them. And I mean, it can be boring to some people, but because he is an excitable personality, he's kind of funny. And people do want to learn about court cases. So I think, for
We
us,
need to know.
yeah, we need to
because
know.
That's
Marbury versus Madison is a good one to know.
yes.
I did a lot of streams on that one, you guys. I streamed a whole like play enactment too that was like from the 60s or something. Do you remember that old boring? It was like 30 minutes long, but there was literally actors that were pretending to be James Madison and a couple of these dudes, and they were acting out what was going on at the time. And John Adams was trying to appoint certain appointees for the next president. I think it's for Jefferson, or no, Madison. Let's see, Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison. So it was Adams doing it for Jefferson. I'll have to refresh, but it gets confusing. But it is fun to go over court cases, and maybe that's something we can do once you're done with this. Or maybe I can add that as supplemental constitutional. I'm trying to figure out what to do, you guys. I do want to get back to it. When I get home, I'd like to start streaming again. But for now, Mondays are good, right? Well, Mondays are good.
Yes. So, okay. So then the voting thing, Restricting Voting Rights Act. The DOJ filed a federal lawsuit against Texas in December of 21, challenging the state's congressional and state house redistricting maps. That's still an issue today.
Right.
In March 2025, a motion was granted to dismiss all federal claims in the lawsuit. Ten Commandments law. In September 2025, the American Civil Liberties Union and a coalition of religious freedom organizations sued more than a dozen Texas school districts to block the implementation of a new state law requiring the Ten Commandments to be displayed in every public school classroom. Isn't that some poo? And then greenhouse permitting. In 2011, the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, took over the permitting process for greenhouse gas emissions in Texas after the state refused to comply with new federal standards. Litigation remains ongoing, with Texas's Attorney General arguing that the EPA's action was an unlawful overreach. Go Paxton. You tell them.
Yeah, it'd be especially good to be able to start breaking down any of the court cases that come out. Like, what was that one that came out a couple years ago and it completely broke down? Oh gosh, what was that? The Chevron. Remember the Chevron? We did a little bit on the Chevron case,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be a good one to go back to.
Let me find it.
Chevron deference, it was called, because it'll have to do with the way that we can. I think it has to do with the way we can deal with our public officials, but I could be wrong.
I'm sorry, chessboard. Goodness. He drives like you. But she drives really good.
You're a nervous passenger. That's all I'm going to say. You are a nervous passenger. I'm just saying.
Chevron court case.
She was going to speak to Camel Carl about his little theory, though.
Chevron court case refers to the recent overturning of the Chevron doctrine by the Supreme Court in the case of, is that Loper Bright Enterprises versus Raimondo, the original 1984 Chevron USA Incorporated versus Natural Resources Defense Council Incorporated ruling established that federal courts should defer to an agency's reasonable interpretation of an ambiguous statute it administers. The new ruling removes this deference, meaning courts must now independently interpret ambiguous laws rather than automatically accepting an agency's view. This is expected to reduce the power of federal agencies and give courts a greater role in defining the law, potentially leading to more legal challenges and a period of uncertainty as the regulatory landscape adapts.
Well, Sean said he broke it down real
Supreme
good for
Court
us.
struck it down.
Corporations don't make law, Congress does.
Right.
So obviously for a while that's what was going on. They do. They band together. They pool their money together. They take over townships and they do whatever they want because the people don't stand up. I don't know if people figured that out yet. And they're probably really good at scoping out weak towns where people don't pay attention to politics at all.
Yes.
I don't know, because I thought Humboldt County was way more resilient and independent, and COVID showed me that it wasn't. COVID was our gauge, America. It was really easy for not just them to see, but we could see. But that's what makes me nervous. Those corporations, they band together, they pool their money together, and then they start legislating over us. And we allow it. We let them do it.
Yep.
Then they get super funds. Boy, when you learn about super funds, that sucks. Hey, Blue Butterfly, what's up?
Hey, Blue. What I miss?
Oh, he's a backdoor man for sure.
Oh,
We all know that.
he snuck in the back door.
No.
County or state or agency.
We didn't mean it like that, Ricky.
Chessboard, you got lucky. You nixed them.
Hey, Watt Life, good to see you, honey.
Hey, what life?
Mm-hmm. We got to learn about this case in Georgia, buddy. Chisholm something, because they screwed up our
Chisholm versus
Article
Georgia.
3. They gave us this crappy 11th Amendment.
So is that the whole Article 3 is
What my grok had said was,
one? Goodness, Article 1 is long.
There we go.
2.
Article 3.
Article 3.
It says the 11th Amendment was quickly proposed and ratified to overturn Chisholm and restore state sovereignty in federal courts. Oh, maybe it was, I don't know. Restore state sovereignty. That does sound like a good thing, but I just don't know. I'd have to read that case. The Supreme Court case Chisholm versus Georgia allowed a citizen of South Carolina to sue the state of Georgia in federal court over unpaid Revolutionary War debts. States were outraged, viewing this as a violation of their sovereign immunity. The idea that a state cannot be sued without its permission. Huh.
I sent out an email.
What?
So is it the whole of Article 3 or just Section 1?
Let me find it where it said that. Where'd it go? Where'd you go, honey? Come on.
What are you eating?
Peanut brittle. You want some?
No, thank you.
Texas peanut brittle, y'all. Wish you were here. Wish you were here.
Homemade. Texas
So
peanut.
dang good. It's Uncle Johnny's, baby. You know Uncle Johnny's makes a damn good peanut brittle. I'm just saying. I'm still looking for it.
Oh no, we're never too tired to go live. No, we were pretty wiped out last night.
Damn it. Come on, where'd it go?
White Life's dropping some money.
I can't find it where it said about Article 3.
Well, okay, I'm going to read Article 3, Section 1 to you and see if that rings a bell. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time.
Section 2 it is, sorry.
It's Section 2?
Yeah, Article 3, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution. Chisholm invoked it to extend judicial power to cases.
Okay.
That was what it cited.
Do you want me to read Section?
Sure. Article 3, Section 2.
Okay. This is Article 3, Section 2. Sure, Sean, what you said. Section 2. The judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States, and the treaties made of which or which shall be made under their authority, to all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers, and consuls, to all cases of admiralty and maritime jurisdiction, to controversies to which the United States shall be a party, to controversies between two or more states, between a state and citizens of another state, between citizens of different states, between citizens of the same state, claiming lands under grants of different states, and between a state or the citizens thereof and foreign states, citizens or subjects, in all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers, and consuls, or those in which a state shall be party, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. In all other cases before mentioned, the Supreme Court shall have appellate jurisdiction, both as to law and fact, with such exemptions and under such regulations as the Congress shall make. The trial of all crimes, except in cases of impeachment, shall be by jury, and such trial shall be held in the state where the said crimes shall have been committed. But when not committed within any state, the trial shall be at such place or places as the Congress may by law have directed. Excuse me. So did that make sense?
Oh, sure. I got it now.
Right?
Good job, Mama. Good job. It's been a long day. It's been a long 3 days, actually. I'm really proud of Bonnie. She had to keep up with a lot. And yesterday she was like, "Do you think we'll be able to do our Constitution class? I really hope so." And I was like, "Yeah, Bonnie, we got to do it. Why would we not do it? What else would we be doing?" Of course, we had lots of plans for lots of things, but this is our passion. We love being with you guys and
Yes.
learning. We believe in our foundation. We believe in God, and we want to keep hoping that we can, with God's help, turn our country around. I think it's possible.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for all being here for us with this. It's really nice to have some support. I hope to do more Constitution stuff. Is anyone going to come up and talk with us? Because you read a lot there, and like my brain is fried.
I know.
I'm just like really tired, but I feel like we need to learn more, court cases sometimes.
Today in 1795, Pinckney's Treaty of San Lorenzo is signed by Spain and the U.S., establishing the southern border of the U.S. and giving Americans the right to navigate the Mississippi River.
Wow. That's a big milestone, all right.
Mhm. I'm just here for the food. What you got, Ricky?
Publius came out. The Federalist Papers started getting written. That's cool. Hi, Echo. Good to see you, honey.
She is, no, wait, today's Monday. She's leaving tomorrow morning.
Did I say Monday? I'll have to go back and find that video chessboard and see if you're trying to make me look like a liar, or if I really didn't just say my last day is Monday. You better be sure on what you're saying, boy. Freaking doxing me. Buddy, I'll find out too.
So Dee has gotten along really well with the community here, and she's met some people. Hey, Al, good to see you. She's met some people that, so she can kind of see how things are here. She sees that it is different than where she is at. She has won my youngest daughter over, definitely.
Well, my community's friendly. It's not that my community's not friendly. They're just liberal friendly.
And I don't know if they're liberal or what. It's just
Yeah.
we get along.
Yeah. Oh, you guys should have seen the hibiscus plant at the nursery place we went to that looks like a marijuana plant. I even took a picture of it, and my app told me it was a marijuana plant. But the owner was there, and she was really cool. What was her name? I forget her name.
Corey.
Corey, yeah.
Exception, big one. You can still sue a state in its own courts if the state allows it. I don't see why a state should have authority over. If you're suing a state, you've got a huge reason to do so. So how can, that's like me saying if somebody wants to sue me, no, you can't sue me, and then they can't. That doesn't, it doesn't work that way. Make it make sense. Or sue state officials for violating your federal rights. That's a loophole the Supreme Court carved out later. Okay, well, that makes more sense for violating your federal rights. Wait, no, not federal rights, are republic rights. I know, Al. I have, it is a blessing. Definitely, for sure. Grateful, thankful. Blue has an old-fashioned hibiscus plant that looks like that. Yeah, it's really weird looking because I have a hibiscus growing out here and it didn't look anything like that plant did. And it had little knobs growing up a stem. I took a picture because I know Cola will love to see it. Sean said, bottom line, it's a shield that protects state governments from being hauled into federal court by out-of-staters. Okay. Pat, no way. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Hmm. So, do you want to hear the rest of this thing that I was reading? EPA doesn't seem to be a good organization, does it?
Which one?
EPA, Environmental Protection
No.
Agency. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not good at all.
So,
They're terrible.
So it says the full impact of the ruling will unfold over time as court agencies and Congress adjust.
Oh, God, that was a good one.
There is concern that it could create instability and more litigation. We don't need more litigation. Although the majority argued it would provide more clarity by ensuring agencies act within the bounds set by Congress. See, does Congress ask us our opinion on anything?
No. You can request to speak at Congress sometimes, and people do. I guess that's the best you'll get.
Right.
No. And then that way, I guess they do hear from us.
Hey, Sean.
Hello.
Echo.
We're echoing.
I am. Oh no. What did I do wrong on the phone?
I agree, Jerry. Good
Seems like
to
it
see you.
stopped now. Nervous.
No, it's good.
When you talk.
How's the sound? Yeah, how's the sound now?
You're at the cancellation, buddy.
Excuse me.
All right,
Or
let
did-
me dip back out and I'll come back in.
Okay.
And turn off YouTube.
We'll be here.
Yeah, I turned the YouTube off.
Oh, okay.
Well, that'll help.
Yeah, it must be the connection.
Poor Sean.
Oh, yeah, Chrome is saying it's not responding. So Google
no.
for you.
Go to Safari. Chrome sucks.
Hey, Scrimshaw. Good to see you. Congress never worked for us. Exactly, Jerry. So there are people out there who believe that when we vote Congress in, that they are there for our best interests. And what I'm seeing is, no, they're not. And so we're supposed to fix it by voting again, but look how long you have to wait to vote. So I don't know if we vote someone in and they are not doing their job, they should get a pink slip, just like we would if we were working for an employer and not doing our job like we're supposed to, not following what the team wants, then we would get fired, right?
Agree.
I don't
How's
think we
the
should.
echo, by the way?
It is much better. Thank you.
Sound good.
Great.
I don't
Yeah,
believe
I'm with you. If they don't,
Yeah, we shouldn't have to wait their full term to vote in somebody else.
if they don't perform, yeah, if they don't perform, remove them.
Yes.
They should be under contract as well. Everything is by contract.
They are.
We have to do a contract when we get hired by the government. If they're not performing their job duties by
They are. That's the oath of office.
Sean,
The oath of office is a contract.
I remember when Biden got in, and there was something I read that said that they have a year
arrest the judges.
that the people can remove the president within a year if they are not performing as they should. Have you ever heard anything like that?
That specifically, no. I figure if they are in breach of their office, you have the traditional impeachment, but you also have other remedies that could be explored. So, but I think most of it, the Supreme Court, with the at least on their side of things, ruled with Trump. That you have the election and you have impeachment. So you have two mechanisms to remove them or to keep them or whatever.
Oops. Yes, thank you.
But the 1 year time limit, maybe that's news to me. Maybe that's a carryover from something that I haven't read yet.
Hey Bex, good to see you. Tar and feathering. Sounds good. Let me look and see if I can find that again, because I was like, y'all, we got this. We get rid of him.
Who are you getting rid of? Abbott? Axel?
Well, it was Biden at the time.
Well,
So what do I call it? First year.
hey, Bex.
Presidency. Presidency. What do you call it? It's like a trial period. I'm gonna put trial period.
Are you referring to the period when they are not the president, but the president-elect, perhaps?
No. Okay, this says there is no official trial period for a U.S. president's first year in office. Rather, the first year is often viewed as a test of their leadership and policies, with some administrations being evaluated by milestones like the first 100 days. However, the term trial period can refer to the probationary period. There it is. Can refer to the probationary period for certain federal employees in the expected service. Hey, Wildlife, good to see you. Which can be 1 or 2 years depending on their status. A presidential impeachment trial is a separate process initiated by the House and tried by the Senate, which has occurred for 3 U.S. presidents, is seen in the impeachment trial of Andrew Johnson in 1868 and Donald Trump in 2020.
Interesting that there's a probation, though, on certain offices or roles. Would love to
Federal
find that
employee-
list.
Yes. And
Find out who.
yeah, because I was really surprised when I read that. Probationary period for certain federal employees in the accepted service. So, but it doesn't say who would decide if those federal employees were not meeting their job. Let me see.
I would imply it's inherent in the people if they are, the ones running the government. But still a good question. Who would be it, how you would do it, etc.
Yes. So this says a trial period is a probationary period for certain federal employees, particularly those in accepted service. Well, that just says what I just read. That didn't tell me.
Excuse me.
If an employee is moved to a new position before completing the trial period, they must complete the remainder of the trial period in the new role.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Worth looking more into. Hey, Garrett. Now hire is 3 months probation. So are you all rested up, What Life?
Always.
Well, you were traveling and eating good, weren't you, buddy? I saw some pictures of your
Excuse
little
me.
trip.
Yep. Yeah, I had a good little weekend.
That's fantastic. I was happy to see that.
Yeah, he did a short in the stadium too.
I had me one hell of a good biscuit. Man, that Maple Creek biscuit, it might be a franchise. I don't know much about it, but my buddy said, we got to try this spot. So I said, all right. But we tried it, and we get there. The line was out the door. I said, well, this place has got to be good for the line to be out the door on a Sunday morning. But yeah, they got a good product. I was really
I never
pleased.
met a biscuit I didn't like, honestly. I
I've met
love
a few people and food.
Oh, God, that's
It was
good.
good,
Did
though.
your team win that you were going there to cheer on?
No, they didn't win.
No, I'm sorry.
No, the Atlanta Falcons, they find new ways to lose. So the script went as I thought it would go.
That's how my husband feels about the Chicago Cubs. Every time he goes down to the San Francisco ballpark, I think we've seen him win one time.
Well, at least they finally broke the curse. They finally won a championship after all them
Right.
years.
That was a pretty good year.
But yeah,
But I don't
I
really
know
know
it.
anymore. What's up? Oh, am I holding down the fort? Oh, are you feeding the dog? Oh, you're getting A1 sauce. Should I tell everybody what you're doing? I got the inside skinny now, you guys.
Yeah, now we get the 411 on what's really going down behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got some proof. I got some video. I went out to see the new property where she'll be staying today, and we went to a thrift store. We went to a pawn shop. We went to where else did we go? We worked this morning. We didn't ever get to go out to
We
eat.
went to the
I went
floral.
to yeah.
Where they have
the
the plants.
I forget what that's called. And then I got to go to the taco truck, the famous taco truck.
Yes, I took her to the
Sweet
one that
lady.
I knew would be good.
Sweet lady. Everybody's super nice. I mean, in Humboldt County, they're nice too. It's hard to put a finger on what the difference would be. It's just that your community is more, everybody does know each other and they're well knit. Of course, it's smaller.
Yes.
It's not that we miss things in our own communities. I think when we travel and see other people's communities, we see stuff that we don't normally see. So,
Yeah.
you know, it may seem new or why isn't this happening in my area? But it may be, you know, sometimes we overlook things just in the normal bustle of day-to-day life in our own area, you know.
Yeah. Oh, a thrift store, Cheryl? That's my favorite thing to do, and my daughter's. So I literally probably bought, I didn't count how many shirts I bought, but I got a bunch of shirts off the rack in the thrift store. And a lot of them are like $3 and $4, but I came with a half empty suitcase, and that is something like it's not that I'm cheap. I like new clothes too, but like I only have so much for, you know, a budget. Like shirts are a good shirt now. A blouse is $20, $30. These were $3. So, I mean, you know, I probably spent $20, $30 on some shirts, and now I'll have some new shirts for my YouTube, because for the last 5 years, I guarantee you could look and see they've all been recycled. I haven't shopped since 2020, and I like going to thrift stores. I like getting unique clothes, and I don't like paying brand new price. I can't stand paying brand new. Some things I will buy brand new, you know, your underclothes and stuff, but
Actually, we went to 2 thrift stores. The first one we went to was to see if they take donations and
oh, that's right.
what days, what kind of donations they take. And that first one was a good place to find preps or cooking items. They have dishes galore if anybody ever needed dishes. But
Yeah. Oh, they had all the things for sure, like any good thrift store does, you know.
Nomadic Brick, good to see you.
I grew up thrifting. I mean, my best friend Yolanda, we would go on 47th
Hey,
and
Wayne.
like Western down in Chicago to this big giant, maybe Benjamin knows which one. I don't even know what it was called. It was gigantic. Every winter we went down there, and I would get a trench coat. We'd usually get like a man's trench coat, the big long wool coats that'll go down to your ankle so you don't freeze your ass off, and you still gotta walk backwards in Chicago then.
Hey, Vicky.
Oh my God, I grew up frozen. Took me a couple of years to thaw out.
Jorgen and Steve were still arguing.
Who's stirring shit up in here? Who said that? Yorga, that fucker. Yorga, he would be fun to visit.
We don't argue.
He wants us to argue. He loves a cat fight. He's a sick bastard.
Notice.
Yeah, I love thrift store shopping. I don't enjoy malls. Like, I feel more comfortable in a thrift store than in a mall. I can't stand malls. I just can't stand shopping, like brand new shopping. You have to do it sometimes for some things. Grocery stores, I'd rather go to a farmer's market and get my food if I could than some box store with the fluorescent lights and the whole thing. It just, I don't know. I've grown to really loathe stores. I'm sure it's from COVID and the masks, but what? Why do you got to grin over there?
Can I tell about the cap?
The cap.
The baseball cap that you bought?
Yeah.
So Dave bought this baseball cap, and it's navy blue with a silver star on the front of it.
Mm-mm.
And she was thinking it was for the Lone Star State.
They have a beer here too called Texas Lone Star, right?
Well, now you're an official cowgirl.
No, I'm not.
You are.
What's my Texas hat? I'm gonna have to write Texas on it under the star or something, but I did used to like the Dallas Cowboys.
Bonnie converted you. It's official. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Something about the cowgirls.
But I mean, heck, if somebody didn't know sports, they wouldn't know. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things.
Yes.
It's my Texas hat, I guess. And I
So
got a
one guy,
bag.
he didn't know what the Georgia Bulldogs were, and I had on my Georgia Bulldog shirt. And he came up to me, he said, "Man, I just want to shake your hand and thank you." And I said, "For what?" He said, "Man, not too many people advocate for PETA these days." And he didn't know who the Georgia Bulldogs were, so that's cool.
I thought you said you didn't know what the Georgia Bro. I didn't know what they were either.
I was born knowing like a bird's flight to home, But
Yeah.
I yield.
Greg DeHunta,
Hey, Greg.
what is up, buddy? Oh,
Yeah, that's cool. Y'all got to experience that.
Greg. You're fun. Even though you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
lovely.
always good meeting new people. Well, people you've already known, but
I waited until after she bought it to tell her.
Yeah, you sure did, didn't you? Until I got in the car, I'm like, look at this great hat I got. I can't believe it. I got the beer one. It's the one that's beer.
How you like my Lone Star hat, Bunny?
We get in the car. She's like,
Now I can remember the Alamo.
That's a Dallas Cowboys. No, no. Oh God. Entering Goodwill. Oh, that's so scary. What does the Silver Star mean? It's for Dallas Cowboy. I don't know.
Dallas Cowboys.
I don't know.
Only thing worse than that would be buying a Falcons hat,
That
Say, look, I got my National Turkey Association hat, y'all.
would be good. That would be good. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
We put all these animals on these things. Who's in here? Vex? He's so quiet. Has Vex said a word?
No, Vex hasn't.
Vex
Hello,
is
Vex.
quiet.
And it's good to see you.
A word.
A word. Now
Hello,
he said
everyone.
A word. Word, a word, the bird is the word. The
Yeah,
bird
if only
is
we
the
had
word,
a
the bird
Rogers
is the
Starbuck again.
word.
The
Oh, I was just sitting back here laughing at you guys.
she is. She's definitely had me laughing.
We got a lot of laughs.
She's got the whole town's cats hanging out at the motel.
Oh yeah, I fed the 5 kitties at the hotel before I came here. And then the 2 cats are here. Shannon's cats are here.
All the ferals being
Yeah.
fed.
They dug it, man. Some meow mix with some chicken. They were like, woo. The scout came out. I had went down and I was going to feed them and none of them were around. So I brought the food back up to the room. And then when I went down to the car, here's that cat right out there. He's like, they got the right one for the job. That, let me tell you, he's very vocal. He's very loud. And he's very persistent. And he sounds like he's starving to death. He's got it down, man. I was like, oh, there you are. How dare you? Oh. How dare you? Nomadic Brit, do we know you? Do you know him?
Yes, he's been on panel before. He's a good guy, but usually Constitution, it's just us doing. But after a bit, when things slow down, I'll drop the link if you're still awake.
I was going to say, are they American? But I think probably not.
Well, he
Just guessing
is
by the-
actually.
Yeah,
They,
He moved to the States. You've spoken with him that night. He's the guy that drives trucks here in America now.
Drives trucks, lives here. He's lived here.
Lives
for-
on Georgia.
with them. Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah,
In my kibbutz.
he's on Georgia.
Nice.
I mean, hell, that fact alone should, hold some weight.
With you,
That's a
it
fact.
does. Not with me.
I mean, hey, you got to do some curls then, get your strength up.
Yeah.
That's what those 2
Oops, I
water
almost-
bottles are in the bathroom. I've been
I almost timed you out, Craig.
doing the
Almost timed you out on accident. Sorry.
till you
Whoops.
feel the burn in the backs of your arms, then you know it's working, right?
No pain, no gain.
That's right.
Hey guys, I'm going to prematurely dip because my browser keeps telling me that Chrome is not responding, and it's giving me the choice to close the app or to wait. It's been real wonky this whole time, so I'd rather not robot through the night. So you guys don't mind, I'm gonna dip out.
All right,
Was
Sean.
there anything you wanted to expound on before you leave?
Not really. I haven't really read over the 11th Amendment, but the Chevron deference, as Dee repeated, it boils down to corporations don't make the laws. Congress needs to get off their butt and make the laws. And the best part is when you can prove that certain government agencies are corporations, guess what? They don't get to make the laws just because they have alphabets in their name, like EPA or FDA or the USDA and so on. So, yeah, Congress has to pass the law. They can't make these little subcontracted agencies to be their little mandator, dictator, whatever verbiage they want out of them, which, by the way, means we have a lot of freedom if people know to push back. So,
Yes.
and then you can prove also your county and state governments are corporations on Dun and Bradstreet, etc. That means you can also challenge your county and state governments when they're out of line. So,
Absolutely.
but you got to do a little bit of a dive to find that information out. So, I'm just saying it's remedy.
Yes. And thank you for that.
Fighting again. I'm gonna slap the
Remedy.
Yeah, Craig was asking me about a French onion dip. It's more like a Irish goodbye in my case.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I know ones like you, but you don't really do that. You always say goodbye.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's just weird, the audio coming through on you guys. I can hear what you're saying, but it sounds like there's an up and down wave of like air, like not a fan, but like almost like there's a permanent highway traffic noise going on in the background. So you guys aren't sitting next to a freeway, I imagine. So I think that's like a washing sound.
I'm in a hot air
from
balloon.
the feed. You're in a hot air balloon. That's a different noise entirely.
Where's my charger?
I decided to come online sitting next to a jet engine. Does that matter?
Nope, it doesn't hear it. Sound fine, buddy.
I encourage it, actually.
Yeah, we like it. Do it again.
Yes. And so you were talking about corporations, and I just saw a video the other day that was saying that all of this stuff is happening because of the insurance companies. The insurance companies seem to have a lot of power with, well, look, they can raise our rates anytime they please. They're making a fortune, and they have something to do with the government also, but I can't remember exactly what that was. Did I play that? What? Do you remember?
You said about the insurance.
It's by
Yes.
the highway.
It seems like you played something on that. I don't know if it's that particular video, but
That was probably it then. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
they figure you live by the highway in a van.
I live by the highway in a van.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Hey Chuck, good to
Hey,
see you. I'm in Texas.
I got D, Chuck.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Doesn't seem my audio changed what I was doing there. I'm gonna go ahead and dip.
Much love.
I'll be on the YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be in the comments.
All right.
have a good one.
Yep. Go over to comments.
Okay.
I'm refraining from making bad connection jokes. So
Why?
see you later.
Oh. Okay. I understand. Gets old, right?
So, did you have anything you wanted to say about all that we read? What was that? Article 3? of the Constitution that we read also, the 11th Amendment, and then
Article 3, Section 2, we read, yeah.
Article 3, Section 2.
I do not have anything more to say. You're talking to Bex or
Yep.
Watt and Bex? So I am definitely finished.
No, we were talking about basically removing politicians and stuff like that. I can actually throw a little bit to that, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
Well, if you can remember back 30 or so years ago, the mere hint of a scandal was enough to make politicians basically resign from office. And nowadays, they get a scandal, and you ask them about that scandal, they'll just go, "Oh, that was yesterday." So, I mean, there's been a definite shift on keeping our politicians accountable. Now, a lot of this is, them just doing things and not asking our permission, which they know they're supposed to do, but they just ignore it.
Yeah.
The same way that people will go out with signs and banners and stuff like that, and they think they're peaceably assembling, to do a protest of some sort, and really it's the most useless form of trying to get our message across, because all they have to do is close their window. They don't have to pay any attention to it whatsoever.
Right.
But they'll pay more attention to, say, writing, sending emails, stuff like that, because they know there's a formula. For every one, there's actually 1,000 behind them, or something along those lines.
Yes.
So it actually affects them more than what waving signs and chanting and all that stuff does. But in the older days, all you had to do was show up 1 to 10 people in their office and go, "Yeah, we'd all like to discuss with you about this particular thing," and they had to put heavy weight behind it, because you actually took the time to show up and speak to them about something serious. But we don't have that today, because, quite frankly, they don't care. They don't get their marching orders from us anymore. They get their marching orders from corporations, which makes sense because they are a corporation.
Yeah, they have no reverence for us.
Yeah.
No, we're the unwashed masses. They don't have to pay attention to us. They have dinner parties and stuff to go to.
Right. They laugh at us because we don't do anything about their grifting.
Right, and the people,
and we don't do anything about it.
and the people who actually do want to say something to them are looked at as crazy people, with they're just acting out.
Right, we're the aggressors.
You're right. That's
I
why
had a problem in COVID because I didn't want to comply.
Mm-hmm.
And then we even went to those grand jury shows, and those people were like, "Comply, comply, comply," and it was like, "Oh, you guys aren't really our people, are you?" Because no, we're not doing that with everything.
I mean, and that's all the more reason why I will always, veer every subject towards the assembly, because when you have the assembly, you have power behind what is being told. And it actually puts them in their place.
If we had one assembly that was doing it, it would be so great to be able to show people. But at this point, it's not really something that people believe in because they don't see it, which I'm sure you're well aware of.
Yeah, well, one thing we can draw from is Alaska, because they have actually assembled and they have put forth requisitions to the governor. And the governor has implemented their requisitions, or at least some of them so far.
Right. Well, it'd be nice if that assembly would get on and start teaching the other assemblies how to do it. That's what people put behind a paywall. And there are groups that are assembling. We have a lot of Mormon groups assembling. We have a lot of Muslim groups assembling.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. That it seems that there are groups of people who are writing or making their voice heard. However, not only by protesting and seeming to get some results, I just saw today that a bunch of patriots got together and Antifa is out of Portland.
Oh yeah, I saw that video last night you sent me, by the way, with Nick Shirley out there showing all their mess they left behind, all their disgusting
Yes.
mess they left behind.
But did you see the kind of things that they had?
Yeah.
I was surprised people weren't going and helping themselves. I mean, cases
They
of
will.
water,
They
and
would by the night's over, probably.
barbecue pit,
But
refrigerators.
Nick Shirley wasn't going to steal any of that, but it
No.
probably was going to be gone by the morning, I bet you.
Yeah.
Well, it shows that people aren't taught basic respect for anything.
Right. But that a group of patriots outnumbered them and scared them off. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that that's a lot of what it's going to take. Dee and I were talking about that earlier, that, you know, if we saw somebody, what was the scenario? You know, doing something wrong to someone, or
Oh, when they're going to go out to stores with their carts full of food when the EBTs
oh,
run
that's
out?
right. Whenever, because there's people posting videos like crazy saying that they want their EBT.
Give me my EBT. You owe
And-
me.
Yeah, and that they're just going to go in the stores and fill up baskets and walk out and
Right.
try to stop me. And I was like, that's what it's going to take. The American people saying, oh, no, you're not. You know, I know some men that can tackle and know how to use zip ties until the police get there. And I don't think that that's being overly violent. I don't think it's, you know, it's taking care of others. Mm,
Well,
I don't know. Is that a bad idea?
well, no, that's the way it kind of used to be. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, if something was happening like that, then you as being a part of the community, go, well, I've got to help stop that. That was just knowledge. Oh, they dropped. Yeah, that was just how people thought when I was growing up. Same thing with, somebody broke down on the side of the road. Well, you stopped and helped them, especially if nobody else had stopped yet. And sometimes you'd have 3 or 4 different strangers stop and, well, hey, do you guys got a good jack for that? Or whatever. Or do you need a ride to the gas station so you can get your tire fixed? That type of stuff. It was just what we did. And now, the first reaction is to grab a cell phone and start filming. Instead of, even contemplating helping out. I mean, we've all seen the videos online about essentially the like subway stuff going on. People getting hurt and crazy people doing crazy things on the subway. They'll take out a phone more than they'll help anyone. Welcome back.
Thank you. We made it back. Yes,
I don't know what
we
happened.
do not
It
know what
just-
happened.
Kaboom. I said, oh no.
We miss anything important? Is
No.
Yorga talking shit again? I'm gonna kick his ass.
I don't know if anybody ever watched the TV show Seinfeld, but
Yes.
it almost kind of reminds me of the final episode of Seinfeld. I don't know if anybody ever watched it, so this may be a spoiler alert. But they
20
were
years later,
somewhere,
everybody.
and there was a crime going on. I don't know. A lady might have got mugged or something like that happened, and one of them had a video camera, and they were recording it, and they were just standing there. They were in some small town. Of course, they were from New York, so they didn't really think much about it, But ultimately, they got arrested and charged for not doing nothing.
Mhm.
They say, "How dare could you just stand there and watch and not do something?"
Oh yeah.
But I'm just
Doctors and
thinking,
nurses will, actually. Doctors and nurses will be charged if they're in a situation and somebody needs medical attention and they don't perform. Yeah, I've heard that. That can happen.
Yeah. And
And-
that was just the way, that was the mode of thought. You didn't even question it. It was just something you did automatically. Like I said, I
Yes.
grew up in that.
Right, right.
Even our electric co-op, if they see someone broke down or in trouble, they're supposed to offer aid, whatever it is that they're able to do.
Yeah.
It's mandatory that they take CPR. A lot of first responders have to, if they see an accident or anything, have to stop
Yeah, they do. They have to.
and render aid. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because that's
Yeah.
the way it should be.
I could see definitely the point on saving a life or helping somebody like that. But I'm just going to be honest. I'm not fixing to tackle nobody over no buggy or groceries. I'm not fixing to do that. I'm not fixing to put myself in harm's way. You never
No.
know what somebody's going on. Now you can do a general assessment and see a bunch of young kids, buggies full. Yeah, they're probably stealing, but nowadays you don't know. There's people doing that type of stuff today. So who's to say?
Right?
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
try to help somebody and try to find a solution. I'm not fixing to go tackle somebody over some groceries. Heck, I'm already getting strong armed and tackled at the grocery stores now with the prices. And if you don't show your receipts, they want to. So no, I'm not playing that game.
Ain't my business, but you try to fucking steal from me, and then we're gonna have a problem. You know?
They asked to see my receipt. I said, nah, I'm not
Never.
playing that game.
Coming at me, that's a different story. But I don't own a grocery store, so it ain't my circus or monkeys.
You know, I could see you got a certain group of people maybe that would be buggies full, running out, laughing, you know, flicking everybody off while they're doing it. No care is given, but
No,
nowadays you just never know, man.
that ain't
You know,
my.
I can see they're walking out with big screen stuff like that, but
Mhm.
man, you just never know, man. I see people at the grocery store now sitting there holding stuff, trying to figure it out, you know. And I had, you know, I think back when I was a kid and my mom would get certain things and you don't really notice it, but you're walking through the store and she puts certain things back on the shelf. She's looking through the buggy, trying to see what all we can get, you know.
Yep.
yes,
Oh.
mentally calculating it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And that was then, you know,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
30 years ago. What's really changed now? What's changed so much in the last 30 years?
Morals. People ain't got no morals, and they don't work hard either. In California, I can attest there's a lot of people that have a lot of idle time on their hands, and somehow they're just still surviving. And then there's a lot of people who are working 80 hours a week, paying a lot of taxes, and you don't have to be bitter about it, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can help people still. It's your choice to work 80 hours a week. But if you choose to work 0 hours a week, I'm sorry, you don't deserve to live a lifestyle of someone who lives 80 hours a week. That's not how it works.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got to find that medium, you know.
yeah, but they deserve basic needs. I firmly believe homeless people deserve to be able to shower, use a restroom with some dignity,
Yes.
have a place to even stay that is safe temporarily. Maybe not their own thing, but like a cot. I don't care.
There has
Plastic.
to be that medium for sure versus someone wanting to contribute nothing, but I guess wanting to receive everything versus somebody spending more hours at their job than they do with their family, you know.
Yeah.
There's got to be that balance. I don't know exactly what it'll take to get there, but you know, there has to be some type of balance. You shouldn't have to kill yourself just to do the right thing, but at the same time, people that's doing nothing shouldn't get participation trophies either.
Some people enjoy work. It's like, you know, my husband and I aren't the kind of people that want to have so much free time so we can sit around and do a bunch of stuff for ourselves. We like working, you know, but it's just, there's good fruit that comes with that. And people that don't work and choose to live a lifestyle on drugs and everything, it's like they don't deserve to be treated like shit. They deserve to be helped. But my community, there's very little help for people that are mentally ill or drug addicted, really. And society's strains have produced more of that, and more domestic violence victims, and more people without work, and more people, it's just
Generational curses that haven't been broken.
it's compounding right now. It's hard to see. Like I drove around my community before I left. I did a 5-minute drive around Old Town, and man, it looks like what you guys have seen San Francisco look like, Philadelphia look like. All those, there was people that were bent over like on the trank. I was like, what the hell? This is not, that's new, So our leadership allows it. Our leadership provides them with needles, provides them with, whatever they need to survive. But at the same time, they coerce them and corral them to be in certain places. They know where all these people are. That's the thing. They're just being, what's the word?
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Sure, there's a word for it.
Independent, but they're also, it's like, they don't have a lot of options. I would like to see them be helped, so they're not living that way. Come on, can you come with me? I'll help you. You can't force people. I get it. You really can't. So it's when they get that low, it's like, how in the hell can you really help them?
They have to see it and want it for themselves. They have to acknowledge they've hit rock bottom, I guess.
Yeah.
And the drug and the alcohol, ultimately, that's just covering up whatever problem got them there. But that's also hindering them. They can't see reality in a sense.
The teat is dry for the people that abuse the system. Yeah, there's a lot of people that abuse the system, and a lot of them are the ones that have that entitled attitude, like, give me my EBT. Someone who's like working hard and getting supplemental help with the EBT, I mean, yeah, that would be a whole different video. I don't want to see those people crying and begging either, or anything like that. I just want to, it'd just be nice to have some balance. It's all whacked out of balance,
Yeah, the balance, yeah. It's like people that I know, hear people even in the community, different people's stories, they worked all their life. They're at a point now where they've contributed, they can't work anymore. They do just good just to keep the house up and everything afloat right now, but they get a little assistance and it's nothing, it's like 20 something bucks a month.
Right.
What is that? That's nothing. I mean, it's something, but what are you going to get really?
Yeah.
It'd be good just to get all the fixings to make a sandwich, the loaf of bread and the meat and the cheese and stuff with all that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh no, I do worry about, not so much that I try to make arrangements now just in case, because I think about now where I'm at in my 30s versus where these programs will be when I guess it's my time, whatever time that'll be. Man.
Oh man, yeah.
But I know every generation's probably thought that at some point, you think about it and you're like, where will this be when it's my time? Or what, what will it look like when I'm there?
Exactly. Sure.
But I do think about that.
Most people just say, I know it's not going to be there for me, which is really sad. We're sitting here paying into this system, paying a tax on every time our dollar passes another, sale or purchase. It's just, man. It's rough right now. Hey, John Dunning, good to see you. Big stacks. No SSI for you. SS, not I. So used to that. A lot of people are on SSI out here. I mean, I know people that don't abuse the system and they really need the system. And I sure hope they are not going to be put out. And that's probably a lot of people here too. There's a lot of people that are very destitute on the government, and that's just the way our system set it up. It's not really a lot of fault of their own. It's just the way it is. This is our country is screwed up right now. Gotta fix it. I hope the tariffs should fix it. We had so much money back in the day. I learned all that stuff. I know Trump's been talking about. That was true. They had to set up committees what to do with all the damn money they had. Instead, we got extorted, and now all our money goes to everybody but us. Everybody but us.
It's the same thing, if we're relying on tariffs to fix something, we're already lost. All the tariff is just an extra charge on something.
No,
If
the
all of a
tariff,
sudden the tariffs are going to fix something, then how are we still $38 trillion in debt? You know, I mean, it's just like, in my opinion, it's like if something's getting paid with if you're saying they're paid with a tariff now, it's just like getting paid your own money out of your piggy bank that they took from you to begin with, you know?
I don't care. If another country is taxing us a tariff, I want to tax them a tariff. It's only fair. Why in the hell wouldn't we? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand that. We're not We're not the world's charity. You know, we're
Right.
not the world's police, and we're not the world's charity. We're supposed to. We don't even take care of our own people, our own veterans, senior citizens, or children. And men deserve to be taken care of too. You know, it's not just women and children. Our men are not respected in our country. I see it all the time.
Well,
No, they're
Hey,
been
Destry, good to
demasculated.
see
Oh,
you.
that's fine. It's I think it's true. I think our men are just demasculated, and that's why a lot of them don't want to do anything about anything. They'll be called aggressive. Look, you go watch some old Little House on the Prairies. I'll tell you what, Pa was always swinging his fists.
mhm.
He was always getting in a fight. He was always
That's-
standing up for what is right. We don't really have a lot of that anymore.
That's going to happen when you have a generational breakdown of societies, morals, standards, you know, families. You know, that
Yeah.
happened generations ago when you got on any type of government assistance, you couldn't have no man in the house. You know, the
That's
breakdown of the families and stuff
That's
like that is generationals. If you don't even know what a family is and you don't even know what things are, how could you know what it to be a man? You know, if
Right.
the father isn't around to teach his son how to be a son, you know,
Mhm.
that's a generational breakdown. I know it don't happen for everyone and everything, but it happens still the same somewhere.
Sure
Almost
happened
like
to
it was designed that way.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I saw a girl today say, they asked her why she was so angry. And she said, I don't know, generational anger. And I was like, generational anger? What?
me. Yeah, that's called a grudge. Get over it.
Well,
Not get over it, but somehow accept healing and peace. Because of course there's things you shouldn't have to get over, but it's just like help, forgive is the word. And you just
Alright.
have to forgive.
I'd prefer to fix.
Well, you can, do that.
Strong
Of course.
family built America.
I'm thinking of Native Americans. There's a lot there, is what I was thinking of. I mean, I don't know how you fix that, but when I think of generational anger, that's one of the first peoples I would think of. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. But of course, there's family things. There's SA and stuff like that that's happened. Their families that is undealt with. So there's that. You have
It's just most of the times when people get angry, I think sometimes it comes from confusion. And if someone may be confused about something, it's maybe because they don't really know,
See,
you know.
I'm sorry.
What? I'm sorry, I was asking him something. Is Destry here?
Yes.
Hi, Destry. Good to see you. Strong family built America. Amen. That's right. Well, that's why they keep trying to destroy our families, right? Oh, no, Destry. What he said.
I don't have
2 divorces, too. Yep, I know. See, never chance in the third. Men are sick of women. Women are sick of men. It's a mess, you guys. I hurt for all the people who didn't have it work out. And there have been multiple times they tried, That breaks my heart. It really does. People don't know how to forgive anymore. It's not like my husband or I have a perfect marriage. We just decided we would forgive each other. There's deal breakers, of course, but we haven't done those to each other while we've been married. But
I'm
Did y'all
pretty-
have that, you know?
yeah, I'm glad, but I wish people did. People are disappointing right now.
I'm putting the link for
Oh,
Destry
cool.
because I don't think I have his email. Just in case you want to come up, Destry. There it is.
Always welcome to come up.
Absolutely. I don't know if I said it live of what my community is doing. Um, we have people here that are on fixed incomes, and they do depend on the SNAP program. And I think the date has passed for them to um, not put out the SNAP program. Am, I'm, is that correct? I hope I'm right. But anyway, even if not, there is a group of people that are getting together to make soups, um, sourdough bread, and a sweet for families in need. And they started asking. They started out with 8 families that they were going to sponsor, but so many people started coming into the chat and offering to donate, um, and help out. And so um, we're not letting anybody go hungry here. And I just wish that more communities would do that. And the soups are being made with homegrown vegetables and beef, um, from the farmers and ranchers around here. And that's what communities do. That's what we've been trying to build. I think listening to everybody over these years is that, um, it is everyone taking care of everybody. Families don't seem as eager to do it for each other, and so I don't understand why that is. And um, also, we have a Thanksgiving dinner every year that everyone just brings a side dish, and um, so everybody gets a Thanksgiving dinner in the community, or even out of the community. Yeah, a lot of the families will come to visit, and they will still go to the dinner. And everybody takes a dish, and there's always tons of food.
So that's what's great about knowing your community is you know who needs to be helped, and you also know who can help, and they usually do.
Yes. And that's so I've been talking to some people about community gardens, or it doesn't even have to be community gardens. It's, the old victory gardens, even. If each person was growing just a few things, and um, everybody just sharing. What was the one, the rocks rock soup or something
Oh,
like
Stone Soup. I was just thinking about
stone
that the other
soup.
day. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great book and story, of course.
Everybody
Yes.
bring an ingredient, you know.
Yeah,
It comes with communicating and knowing what's in your community. You know, if you're communicating with your other friends, family, whoever it may be that's growing, knowing what everybody's growing, you know, you can grow the exact same thing, but maybe your property does a little bit better for tomatoes. So you're the tomato lady, Bonnie. My property probably does a little bit better for carrots and potatoes. So that's what I'm bringing to the community. Plus other things we're growing on the property, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you grow or plant, you want to plant and grow extra because you just never know what's going to happen. You may get a frost, some birds may eat your stuff, a random, if it's near a tree, a limb may fall. You know, you want to plant a little extra just for those X factors anyway. Plus, if you've got a good community, you can share and do stuff like that.
Yep. Absolutely. So Sherry said Zelensky just bought over 600,000 acres in Wyoming.
Zelensky, not the actor.
Zelensky, Ukraine, Zelensky. I don't know. Sherry,
I'd have to look into that. 600,000 acres. That's a lot of property.
yes, it is. There he is.
Hey, Wayne, I try to be. And I also try to let's be a defender of other people's rights, and I'd rather teach them how to defend their own rights. Hi, Destry.
Hi,
Hello.
Destry. See you again. How are you doing?
Evening.
Just got home from work.
Welcome.
Oh,
No grindstone.
other people are saying that is false. So, well, she's given a price for $79 million. I don't know.
Interesting.
So the 11th Amendment is about the legal stuff, and I know that you're really good at that, Destry. Was there anything that you wanted to add about? Dee thinks that the 11th was created to start turning more towards the corporate side of things.
Well, actually, it was because original Articles of Confederation did not have anything into it for controls for international trade.
Night chat. So it was more for the foreign.
Yeah, it's for international trade.
Your mom is definitely.
Because they used a lawsuit, Georgia. It was
Bone died. Okay.
was it Malcolm versus Georgia? I can't remember. And Dee's running around like a chicken without her head. I think she's packing up her stuff here. Dee's been here for the past 3 days, Destry. It has been amazing to have her in person.
Great.
What?
Destry's on panel out.
Oh,
Just
sweet.
telling him that you've been here for the
Oh,
past.
right on. Hey, Destry, good to see you.
Same here. Good to see you.
Which I don't see. I don't see him. Is he on panel?
No.
Oh. Avatars everywhere. How's Alaska? Are you cold yet?
It's not cold yet.
No.
No, we're just
Wow.
we're in the teens at night right now. When it gets 40 or
it's
50
freezing.
below, yeah, it'll be chilly.
Buddy, we're in 80-degree weather, okay? Right on.
What's
So-
our low tonight?
Huh?
I'm looking to see what our low tonight is. 67.
What are you guys talking about when Destry got here? Does he want to talk about something?
He agrees that the 11th was created to go more towards the corporation, that it was for
Oh, okay. So my first assessment was wrong. Then I started second guessing myself.
international trade.
Oh. I see.
But they made it sound like they created it because of the Georgia case. Who was it that Who versus Georgia? You read it.
Chisholm.
Chisholm.
Mm-hmm. Or Chisholm. It's a funny name. Yeah.
Chisholm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to understand the court cases.
South
and everything.
Carolina.
Oh, did you hear that today in this date, was it 1787 that the Federalist
87.
Papers came out? Today was the anniversary of Publius, which I always thought was a very weird name. Publi.
All manipulation of the law.
So you going through all 26 amendments of the Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
And we're working on our digital assembly, Destry. What do you think of a digital assembly?
Yeah, it's still an assembly.
Right?
I agree.
You think the going over the 10 steps is the first thing to do?
Well, the 10 steps works hand in hand with the handbook.
Right.
You got to complete one step before you even pay attention to the next. Too many people like to skip a couple. They'll start on the first, then they'll go to the second, then they'll go to the fifth and the sixth, and then the fourth. No,
I don't.
you got to do 1 through 10. Start at the beginning.
You know what?
I never got a hand.
You never got them? Oh. Well, that's probably what we would need to do then to start our digital assembly when you want to do that. Like if you want to, I don't know if you want to do that a different night than Monday or if you want to do it another night of the week, but that's a whole thing where you just got to go. Sean and I did it one time and Destry joined us for some, I think, or if not all. We went through the 10 steps. But I guess what he's saying is we would want to read one and then do it, right? Before we move on to number 2, not just read through them, correct?
Correct.
Right. Yeah, that is what I would love to do, actually.
Yeah.
Because this is the assembly we have. We've already had over 13 people raise their hand and say, yes, they would participate in an online assembly. We were just calling it online because digital, online, whatever, virtual. I don't want to call it a YouTube assembly. That sounds like it would degrade it just a little bit.
Digital, everything's going to digital.
Right.
Y'all want to know something interesting? So at one of the thrift stores, I noticed that they had silver in a display case, silver coins and stuff. And so I was asking if a person wanted to sell silver to you, what would you pay them? And they said we would pay spot price. And I said, well, that's good. Okay. And, but you have to have an ID and it has to be a current ID. And I was like, well, why do you need an ID?
Ooh, Destry fell.
Yes, I see that. to purchase or sell silver at a pawn shop.
Yeah, that wasn't a thrift store. That was a pawn shop. I think you said thrift store when you started the story.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's
it was
okay.
a pawn shop.
Yeah.
Yep, must be a local thing or.
He said it was
because here-
state law. He said it was
state
Texas
law.
state law. That's what he said, isn't it? Isn't that what he said?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just bought an ounce of silver 2 days ago, and they didn't ask me for my ID.
How much was it?
What was it? I want to say
Maybe
45. It was spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before I left California, it was $61. And I almost bought some that day. And I was like, what's the highest silver's been? And he said $61. I was like, well, today ain't the day I'm buying silver then. So, So that it shot up that high already. So it'll go back up there again, probably.
Almost definitely. I'd say about a year ago, it was $20 an ounce.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Thank God. That was a good time to buy. And gold is just untouchable for most of us. I can't
No,
touch it.
silver is what it is. Like if you have like nuggets or certain things like that, but if you have certain coinage, if you ever think about selling something like that, look into the value of the coin because, of course, you may get spot value, but the coin itself may be worth way more than what silver spot would have been.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if you just
Uh,
have silver, you just have gold. You know, it's not a coin; it's just spot value. But if you have something like that, definitely look into it first.
Right. You have some
Right.
collectible JFK minted.
Yeah, you might have a $2,500 coin. You know,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Or even
right
mm,
right now, silver is at $47.12 an ounce.
Oh yeah. See, it went down. That's good. I'm glad I didn't buy it at 61.
it's been kind of fluctuating.
That'd have been a good
Yes.
time to sell if you needed money, though. When
Yep.
it's up, when it's up to $61.
Yes.
especially if you bought it a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, at 45, most of us, if we started buying silver when we were waking up, we were getting it for $19 an ounce back then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's doubled its value since then some.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
everybody's been waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, come on, go up, go up, go up. But I wish we could use it as a commodity, and that's why I started buying quarters and dimes.
Mhm.
They're not as pretty, they're not as pretty, but it's good to diversify too. Have some good coins, Bonnie and I, we had the same kind of Buffalo rounds we bought from Miles Franklin. That was probably from back in the Liberty Warrior days, right? Was that 5 years ago? 4 years ago? When we were first hearing about that?
Mhm.
Those Buffalo rounds, they don't have any kind of dollar amount on them. So then I try to start looking for those at the pawn shops. I didn't buy from no brokers no more. I was just like, I'm just going to go to my local pawn shops and just buy a little bit of dimes, a little bit of quarters here and there when I can afford it.
Yeah.
And that's what I started doing over the last few years. And for my husband's Christmas gift, it's like, here's some money back to you.
They did have some loose coins.
You mean
Mortgage.
like old silver coins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
old
yeah.
dimes and quarters and Morgans, Buffalo rounds. But when they have a dollar face value on it, that's something I learned with Louis. Like if you learn how to use the face value of coins, you can do proper bookkeeping. That's not, people will try to make it sound like you're trying to cheat the system and stuff if you use face value of a coin, but it's not. If you don't use their dirty fiat money, you don't have to pay their dirty fiat taxes. You keep books with face value of coin, So
Mhm.
some of those ounces say $1 on them, and you go to buy a car. Most people, some of them have gold coins, but you get the idea. You guys we streamed with Louis a few times and talked about face value of coin. It's a kind of a hard concept to get at first. Let's say like a dime is 10 cents. It says it's 10 cents, but really, you know how much a dime is worth today? About $3. A dime is worth about $3. So
Got a lot of old coins and coinage, but I probably wouldn't have got into it if my grandpa wasn't into it. He was big into antiques and stuff like that. That's like they're not silver, but they're zinc plated. I've got a couple rolls of the zinc pennies that they produced during the World War III. I think they're 1943. But they look like they're silver, but they're zinc plated because due to the copper shortages during World War II, that type of stuff was, of course, directly sent to the war effort, whatever that might have been. But I don't know if y'all have ever seen them. Somebody in chat's probably seen them.
Are they
It's
called
the,
mercuries? Are they called mercuries?
no, it's just it was just zinc plated wheat pennies.
Huh.
They're not silver, but yeah,
Okay.
they probably ain't worth very much. It's things that I've just collected and kept over the years.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know.
But yeah, I've got a ton of wheat pennies. I still find some getting changed every now and then. I said, dang, how'd this slip through the cracks?
Oh, you
Yeah, I
know,
always keep
you know
them
who
too.
does really well with the silver is the car washes.
And the
They can hear the silver when the money drops down. Certain people can hear that silver drop down in a different way than the metal of today. You know.
got a ton of the bicentennial quarters. I always keep them if I ever run across one of them and change.
Yeah. Those
They're
are cool.
saying those are steel pennies. What?
There you go.
They say
Yeah,
there's
it was I forget exactly how long they did that run, but of course it was because of the copper shortage.
Chessboard said, where'd it go?
Where's he at? He's down there making chess moves.
Silver was $1.70 an ounce or less. If we only knew then what we know now.
I mean, it really would seems like it would be a lot more valuable if we could purchase with it more. And that was kind of a goal of mine a few years ago. I was really trying hard to find people in Humboldt County who were accepting silver and giving a good discount with it. And it wasn't easy to find a lot of people doing it. They're
Yeah.
just not aware that fiat money is just dirty bill money. And we all know it has all the Freemasonry, satanic symbolism on it and everything. And
Silverbacks.
yeah,
Or even at a time when they phased out, because there was a time when there was a such thing as a $500 bill, $1,000 bill, a $10,000 bill.
yeah.
And eventually those got phased out through the late 40s and early 60s. During that time, those got phased out. And I forget what act it was, but there was something they passed with the silver, and you had that term silverback, and all the people that still had that silverback dollar could bring it in, and they would pay them face value for it, face value in silver. During that time, they was buying that money back, and that's when they started integrating the money that we have now. But that took place like during the late 40s and into the 60s, and all that took place.
Yeah. Was that not FDR?
Whoever was directly after FDR,
Mm-hmm.
I can't think right off the top of my head. I should know, but yeah,
I think Nixon was some of
this
that.
was all like post World War II when a lot of stuff got changed again in certain areas. You know, that whole transition.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gave them like a certain window, and if you had any of those silverback dollars or bill, we call them dollars, but all bills, you could take them in, and the financial institutions would pay you silver value for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to let you take over for just a second. I'll be right back.
All right.
But this is the easy way. Hand her my phone and excuse me,
Go.
y'all.
Go get at your computer and turn the camera on.
Okay, girl.
Say hi to everybody.
That's one of the things. That was one thing that I was probably disappointed in the trip when I went to the stadium. It's all cashless, and I didn't know that. But if you go there, they have these little. They don't charge you nothing. They have these little digital kiosks, and if you got cash, you can go up there and put however much cash you want in there, and it'll give you this little card that can be used at all the vendors. But yeah, none of the vendors will accept cash. The outside people will, but once you get inside the stadium, it's totally cashless.
That don't seem right.
Man, they're selling you stuff at every angle. They got stuff on every level, every food you could think of. But yeah,
That cashless thing is bullshit, ain't it, though?
Yeah.
But I figured out the trick. I said, heck, once you get a fountain drink, they got all these fountain drink dispensaries that you can get for free. So the heck with it, even if you just want water, you know?
Yeah. It's like that on the plane, too.
And
You
then,
got to have your card already in the system, you know? You're not even able to give a card or anything. Like, you better be ready.
and I'm not a drinker. So, of course, I didn't buy no beers or no alcohol they served there. But the beer guy, they don't even walk around and sell the beer no more. You have to actually just go to the vendor and get one.
That's weird. Yeah, I mean, at Wrigley Field, I think they still do. I think they definitely walk
I think
around.
it's still a little more open at the baseball games.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What was you at? What kind of game was it?
the Atlanta Falcons game. The Atlanta Falcons, they were playing the Miami Dolphins, if anybody follows football.
Yeah.
It was a fun trip, but yes, it's totally cash. So I'm pretty sure that may be an across the board thing at most of your big football stadiums now. I can't confirm, but
Silver Purchase Act of 1934. That's well before FDR. Who was it? I have no credit card either, Jerry. I told my husband, give me your credit card. Give me a credit card. I'm going on a trip. I haven't had a credit card for 20. How long have I been married? 29 years. That first year we were married, put a few $100 on credit card for Christmas. It just ruined us for Christmas. It ruined my husband for Christmas. He's like, Christmas is not for going into debt. I'm like, you're right. We won't do that. And then I just don't even do a credit card. For me, I don't need a credit card. Yeah.
Actually, these days, Christmas is for going into debt.
No, you save up for it all year long. Just a little bit. Just tuck a little bit away.
Well, yeah, that's the smart way.
Only buy for our kids, and I make gifts for other people, but I don't buy gifts for other people. I only buy gifts for my kids and my mom and my brother-in-laws, like our immediate family, you know. Or I'll make.
I think I'm going to make regifting great again.
Yeah.
This will be the season of regifting.
Baked goods are good. Like I have a cousin, she bakes a bunch of cookies, and you know, she bakes all the good Christmas cookies. That's a nice gift to get. If my husband doesn't get them, he cries. He's like, "Where's those cookies?"
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Especially when it's homemade.
I didn't send you any bills. Yeah, my husband's. I told you I use my husband's credit card, but they're going to give me a hard time because it's in his name, and they said it had to be in my name, but it's on file. So when I go to pay it, I'm probably going to have to pay with my debit card. But I did hold the rental car with his credit card. His mama, my husband's late mother, she racked up a bunch of credit cards on her husband, and then she never told her husband. I'm sure none of you husbands have ever experienced anything like that before. And so in some ways, I feel like I have to suffer the sins of her because I don't care. I don't want a credit card. I don't want to buy shit on credit. Why would I? You know, if I can't live within my means, then, you know, then I'm doing something wrong. You do that when you're in your 20s, don't you? And then you spend your 30s and your 40s crawling out of it. And then, you know, you get in your 50s and you're like, well, okay, maybe we could go on a vacation and not go into debt now, you know? Yeah.
37, and I've never had one.
You've never had what?
Credit card.
Oh, that's good.
But I don't see where it would be a problem in your instance. I mean, even if it is your husband's credit card, you could easily show that you're married. I don't see where they would make that a problem as long as you're paying the bill.
Well, he told me when I gave the card at the rental car place, he's like, well, it has to be in your name. And I was like, okay, well, here's this one. But then she didn't really do anything with it. So I don't know. I think when I go to pay for it,
Yeah, you good.
they're going to be like, no, it needs to be, we need the card to be in your name. It's a business card and both of our names are on the business, but my name isn't on the card. No, my husband does not want me to have a credit card. So that's just the truth. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't want for anything. You know what I mean? It's like if he wants to make sure that he doesn't have to worry about some surprise slap ya mama, you know, surprise, I racked up $10,000 on a credit card. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
shit. I know there's people out there that have had that happen. Women too have had men that have done that. Both sides do that to each other. It's awful. That's a terrible thing to do to your spouse. Terrible.
Nowadays, it don't take long to rack up 10,000 on certain things.
Well, it's the corporate thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when my friend's husband stepped out on his wife and he told her, excuse me, he wanted a divorce and stuff. He handed her a credit card and he said, there's $10,000 on it. Get everything you need. We went shopping for 3 days. I mean, she, she had to get a dining room table, new beds for the kids, a rental house. He just put her out like that. But I was like, girl, you're lucky you got that $10,000 card. I will say, buy what you need. We all know it. Yep, I do. I buy what I need. That's right, Cherry. How did you know, honey? Cherry, you know.
Yeah. Try to find deals where you can find them.
Yeah, if you have a partner that is money, what would the word be? Traumatized, then it's not worth it. Even if it is half my business, even if he has a credit card and I don't. It's like, my husband's not an asshole. He's just, that's the way it is. So.
Well, when you work together, things tend to work out better.
Yeah, it definitely works out better. I mean, I could, if I wanted to have big stinkies of it, and then what I'm going to do, go out and rack up debt? Is that what I really want to do? Not really. I'm glad. I should be probably trying to restrain him. He uses the cards to pay our bills, but then guess what? This whole trip here with me being in Texas is all being paid for with those credit card points. BS pays for the plane, pays for the rental car, and pays for my hotel room. I don't have to pay anything, but I still don't think it's a good way to go. It's definitely not Dave Ramsey approved, but we've gotten out of debt a few times with some of those snowballs by Dave Ramsey. You know what I mean? But he still wants to use that to pay our business bills and then use those points to travel. So that's what he does. So that's why. And he's like, go travel more. We got the points. I'm like, okay, I'll go visit Bonnie. And here she is. Are you ready yet? Okay, she's coming back. So my back hurts sitting here this way. But I was happy to see you guys for a little bit. I mean, I really only did see myself. But it was nice while it lasted. Let's see. Here's your phone. Oh, yeah, my back was hurting sitting like that. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay.
Still have the camera on? Okay.
Is your Brit guy here still? I forgot that person's
I'm
name.
not
What's
sure.
his name?
I forget he goes to bed.
Oh, he had wanted to come on panel. I felt bad we didn't let him up. But we had to do our thing, right?
Right.
Wish that taco lady was open. I'd go get another taco. They were good. I said, oh boy. I said, I want a taco with just cilantro and onions. She says, well, we put potatoes and green peppers on it. I said, okay, that's what came. No cilantro and onions. She's like, I don't know where you come from, but this is what you're getting. And it was good. What's that meat called? El Pastori? It's the...
Pastor.
Pastori. Yeah, she was sweet. I got a nice video of Bonnie there.
That's with pineapple.
Huh?
El Pastor, that's with pineapple.
No, I don't know if this one had pineapple. Maybe. I don't think it did. Okay, now I'm
You
going.
might have had the El Nun. You didn't have the pastor.
She should be open in the morning when you go back.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be getting on the road pretty early. I want to make sure I'm in Austin. No, I will.
4:30 comes early.
You?
No. Do you want me to make a big scene on the YouTube right now?
No.
Okay, then don't try that again. Don't try that again, then. I love you.
I love you.
You love me? She loves me, everybody. And I love her. She's my good friend, Bonnie.
She's a brat.
I am a brat. Tomorrow I go home. Oh, and her daughter loves me too, by the way. I don't know if her other daughter's going to love me so much, but this one does.
I told them you won over my youngest.
Yeah. And I was worried about that. Let me tell you. She's not easy.
They're a lot alike.
Jealous. A little bit scared. I was a little bit scared. I thought, oh my
It
gosh.
happens.
Yeah, but no, she was great. She thanked me a couple times for coming and helping her mom, and she was super respectful the whole time. She's a wonderful girl, beautiful girl. You guys know I met an ex-husband. That was the big surprise of the trip.
That was but wait, there's more.
Surprised. I walked in and the one daughter's calling him dad, and I'm like, I don't know. I thought she was joking at first, and then Bonnie's like, "That's my ex." And I was like, "Oh wow, let's go meet him." Bonnie scaredly walked forward with me. Yeah, that was fun. We did get a lot in for 3 days. Let me tell you, she's gonna need to rest for a couple days, probably.
No, I got a lot more work to do.
Yeah,
now.
she does have a lot of work to do. You guys need to be praying that she can sell this house, okay? And she needs some good things to happen. So, and we did. We prayed in the new house. We went out there, and it was absolutely beautiful. I took some videos, and if Bonnie wants to, and anyone wants to see that, she'll be able to share that sometime, but it won't be public. I won't share that publicly. That'll be for her. And then if she wants to share with anybody, you could share that property and stuff. But
Yeah.
she does have a vision for community out there, There's already one tiny house out there.
Oh God. Yeah.
It really is a beautiful property.
Nice.
Yeah. Part of my view is blocked now, and
Yeah, it's the mother-in-law of the.
those mother-in-laws.
Yeah, they take over like that. They stake their claim,
Not my mother-in-law.
No. Turn that down. My back is a little sore, but it was sore when I got here. I got a new bed when I get home.
Nice.
Because we had a bed. We had bought a new bed at Costco like a year ago, and a few months in, I was like, "Oh, this bed hurts already." We had to turn it, and I felt like it was just hurting my back. And I told him, I'm like, "I'm gonna start sleeping in the spare room because I can't sleep on this bed no more. It hurts my back." And so we still had a warranty on it. So Costco picked up the old mattress, and we got a new one now. It's a foam one. It's called the Nova. Does anybody
Cool.
have one of those? I don't know. It doesn't have any springs in it. I feel like that's what's been hurting me is when I get on my side, I can kind of feel those springs, and it had a pad on it and everything, but that was too soft, and it would drop you into the springs that were too hard. So it was horrible.
Yes, dear. we were seeing a lot of tiny homes
See you, Brew.
looking places, and that's what Dee was saying. Look at all these. Somebody could live in
Oh
that.
yeah, I forgot to look at those green ones on the way back. There were some that were like olive green or darker green. They were more like a dark forest khaki green, I guess, and they were very small. I mean, they were like, shoot, I don't even know. And
Were they like shipping containers?
no,
I
smaller
didn't
than
think
that.
Oh,
Like the size of a good-sized dumpster almost, but there was some windows on one, and I saw from my rear view mirror on the back side of it, there were stairs out one of them. For some reason. Maybe they could go on the roof. Something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah. A lot of
Dresses,
times they'll do
chairs.
that. Like
Oh,
make the patio on the roof or whatever.
that's good, Brew. Oh yeah, when I get home, I got one of those chairs too. I got from Kohl's a while back for my husband when he hurt his back a long time ago. It's got like those massagers in it. I'll probably use that.
Stressless chair.
Costco doesn't return mattresses. No, they throw them away. They throw everything away. They don't resell anything. They don't even let their employees go get anything either, which is really a lame thing. But I could see why.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Mary. Summary. I know it's autumn now though. Has anybody else gone from saying fall to autumn and not say fall anymore? Elon has tiny.
Good.
Great. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them. They're kind of space agey, aren't they, Jerry? I like wood.
They're cheap and they're
Such
like
a lovely season that had two names. I don't know.
pop up. Those would be pretty good. I think they're pretty durable too.
What?
I don't know. The Elon homes.
Oh
I
yeah.
had
Oh,
looked
they
at
probably
those.
are. Yeah, they look really good.
There's some kind of box homes. There's I've seen them on Amazon homes for $19,000 that are pretty good.
Yeah, prefab home. Yeah. I'd like to see one that was good for the homeless, that was manageable, where regular people could just start buying, some kind of simple pod type system. I've seen some really nice small ones where they don't necessarily stand up in them, but they can lay down in them and they can sit up in them, and they're small enough to go around on a bicycle. That would be kind of cool in Humboldt County. Because there's a lot of rain and it's just so wet, and that's when it gets cold. But
3 seasons in Alaska.
what is it? I can't see them. Chat. I'm gonna go back to chat.
Night Scrimshaw, thank you
Good
for
night,
coming
Scrimshaw.
back.
I love you, honey. Let's see, where's Cola? Miss Cola. She's still recovering from her plant nights. Her big plant excursion.
Yeah, Cola went on pretty late last night
You need to get out of Illinois, Jerry. You want to go to Texas?
to do her plants.
Jerry, you would be so great for Texas. You would be really great for the
Right?
community. Jerry's a constitutional badass. He does the things. He doesn't just talk the things.
Mm-hmm.
Where people intentionally damage items where they work so they can get things from that. Yep, you know it, Echo.
Look, Dee's trying to get everybody in Texas now.
Not everybody. Only select people.
Oh, okay.
There's a few there. Let's see. Are they? Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Well, yeah, but a lot of these people, I mean, I saw the property, you guys. I'm just gonna say, and even her mom was excited to do that. It's not just Vonnie pipe dreaming. Like, she's going to actually have to move from where she is onto this land that has 5 gorgeous acres of mostly flat, right? It's mostly flat.
Yeah.
There is some hill. Oak trees, flat.
There was a lot more damage out there
Yeah.
than the kids told me.
From the windstorm
Yeah.
that kept me out
A
of.
huge oak
Texas.
tree was taken down, and
Yeah.
that's going to be a,
Did it damage anything or it just fell?
excuse me.
No, I don't think it did damage. Not the houses. Maybe was it in the shed? Was it in on a metal shed roof? Or no, nothing got damaged.
But I saw the steps to one of the outbuildings moved over,
Uh-huh.
so I don't know what
Yeah.
happened there. But and then the mother-in-law's travel trailer 5th wheel thing, she didn't put the awning down, so it kind of ripped that out. But
Yeah.
So it gets
At least
windy.
it's not anything you got to address immediately, you know.
No,
Yeah.
no, didn't hit the houses. Thank God. You're lucky. A lot of them aren't like taller than the house. Like on my mountain road that I live on, those trees, they're crazy. They're
Oh God, if
I
one of
can't-
those
Yeah, there's a picture I took.
redwoods fell
yeah.
on our house, it'd be
Oh,
gone.
there's a picture I took of the power poles that goes down in the
Mhm.
woods from my backyard. And if you can barely see that's what's there is power poles because there is so much brush and trees underneath it all.
Yeah.
There's barely an opening of light. It's crazy.
Yes,
California's got
Jerry.
a lot of clearing up to do.
Wi-Fi was one of the first things I
Is there
put in
Wi-Fi?
there.
Oh yeah, she's got Wi-Fi there. I would love it if Jerry came to Texas.
No,
I'd
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure you could get a crew together whenever you get ready to move. Maybe get a crew together, maybe address that, or even if worst case scenario you had to pay somebody, being that it's an oak tree, it's a hardwood, you could
Yeah.
just have them cut it up for you in sections, and instead of hauling it off, you could have wood to grill with or cook with, or have your little fire pit.
Sure.
Yes.
You wouldn't have to have them haul it off if you didn't want to, because you could use it. It's your wood.
So we have some wood. Well, we have a lot of wood that's been piled
Good
up
to
out
have.
for about 20 years. So it would still be good, right?
It depends, but
Just depends.
it'll turn
mean-
it can turn spongy. It can get insects. It
Oak.
can hold up. It depends what kind of wood. I mean,
Oh, okay. It's all oaked.
oak.
Yeah.
20
I mean, if
years.
it's been off the ground and covered up, I mean, it can last a little bit longer than, just sitting on the ground, of course.
No, the bottom is sitting on the ground. We use the trees as the brace.
Okay. I know
To,
what you mean, yeah.
I wouldn't count on it, darling. Is what I'm saying. Is what I'm gonna say.
That might be a good environment if you ever wanted to use the property. You could do mushrooms. That'd probably be a great spot for mushrooms.
Maybe. I don't know. You gotta have some moistness too. It's pretty dry there.
I don't know.
You can moisten it yourself, I guess, right? You can spray bottle it and you can create your own microclimate anywhere, right? And do anything, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, it's off the highway. It's
It's quiet. It's beautiful, you guys. It
Very
is absolutely
quiet.
beautiful.
no ambulances going by like
Mhm.
here.
5 acres, you can do pretty much whatever you wanted to.
The view's
Electric and
incredible.
water.
The views is of just some mountains all around, and it's just opens beautiful sky. It's really a pretty spot.
Nice.
Well, I like it better than the house you live in now, which
Yeah.
isn't bad either. But it's actually going to be an upgrade, I say.
We have well water out there, and we use a septic system and electric poles. I think there's 3 electric poles on the property.
Nice.
There's, yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell did I just do? Yeah, it's really cool. I'm glad I got to see it. It's got a lot of room. How many would you think would be the most houses you'd want to put up on there? Like, what would your maximum be? Do you have a maximum that you know of?
I haven't really got
wonder
that
how many-
far. I mean, it
No.
would depend on size, I guess. And
I would look up that guy that does those incredible tiny houses, because he's got a bunch of different plots he does, and
mhm.
he's bought smaller parcels and he's bought bigger parcels, and he's got some where he's got lots of them, and then there's some where he's probably doesn't have a lot of them.
Yeah. That's
Do you
what
know your neighbors out there?
Not yet. Oh, I will. I mean, a few of them I know, but I'll get to know within a 10-mile radius pretty quick.
Oh, I'm sure.
Excuse me. There's a general store that it's about, I don't know, 3 to 5 miles away, and they have a little restaurant for lunches in there, and that's a good place to get to know people.
Yeah, you go in there around lunchtime, you'll hear everything that's happening, I promise you.
Yes.
Hey, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and step down. Thank you for having me up here. I really appreciate it. And hopefully
Thank
see you next
Bex.
Monday.
Yes,
Good night, Bex.
absolutely.
Much love, buddy.
Yeah,
Good night. Sweet dreams, everyone. And remember, take care of each other.
You as well.
you too.
Have a good one.
Take
I'll
care.
try and be a little more organized next Monday.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a outdoor kitchen, and it could become a covered kitchen. But I ordered a pallet of cinder block when I was moving a building out there, and uh, so they had to use some of them for the house my mom put in, and um, yeah, I know I'm not rude. um, so I was just thinking, surely we could build like an outdoor kitchen with some of that brick if we need to get it. If we want an oven type thing.
Draw your little sketch out of what you'd like to see happen, and just
Yeah.
once you get out there, just slowly build towards all that,
Hmm.
Get to visualize how you want it, how you'd like to have it set up.
Yeah, it's gonna take some work. I mean, the back part of the property has not ever really been cleared. Um, it's not bad, but still needs some work.
Is it like trees or is it like a lot of brush?
A lot of brush. The grass, of course, is pretty high. Um,
That ain't too bad.
and Dee was like, "Look, there's deer. There's deer." And I said, "I know there's deer."
Yep, you're gonna see a bunch of them out there.
Well, I haven't seen any deer
Yeah.
on this property we're at now. Just saying.
Oh, it's a lyric. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, for me, it's not that hard. You have a blessed night too, Sherry. Thank you for coming by. Jerry, I know it's not that hard. We helped my grandmother
Good
when
night,
we,
Sherry.
when we first moved to the country. She decided she wanted rock underpinning and a rock porch. And of course, she did the heaviest lifting. She was like an ox. She could just lift it like nothing. My brother and I were struggling to carry one, but we helped her do that. And then later, when my cousin was there, we were building it's kind of like a rock storeroom for canned goods and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, she was amazing. My grandmother could do anything. That's where I learned a whole lot of the stuff that I do know how to do.
Yeah, grandmas were tough.
Yes.
They knew a lot of stuff and they were tough. That's what made them tougher.
Hmm. They lived through it. They had to do it. I mean, she was dragging a cotton bag at 6 years old.
Picking cotton?
Yes. I
Oh,
don't
that
know.
ain't no easy job neither. No matter who you are, man or woman.
Yeah, those bags are about 10 feet long, or I don't know. They look really long.
Yeah, them old cotton sacks would be super long. Yeah. Imagine having to go through about a dozen of them a day or whatever your quota was for the day.
Yes.
You know, I'm pretty sure she knew how much she was getting paid per bag, how much she needed to make. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
probably the start the day off.
I think if they would go and pick cotton for other people, they would get 50 cents a day. And that was for the whole family.
Wow.
Matching.
Wonder what they were able to do with 50 cents. You know, like we know it happened, we know they did it, but you know,
Yeah.
it's hard to visualize it. We've come so far from that, but not really, because that's your grandmother. So,
Yeah.
you know, can't think of anything that I can buy for 50 cents now, really.
I know. Maybe a
Shit, not even a
gumball.
candy bar. Maybe
Yeah,
a
you can't.
chocolate if you're lucky. A Rocco.
No,
Probably not even that, right?
I don't.
no.
I don't
I
even.
think everybody's doing $1 now. They just skipped the 50 cents. Everything just went to $1.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of in betweens 50 cents and $1, but
I
I
agree.
can't think of anything right off the top.
Agreed.
I was thinking a gumball machine, but I haven't even seen one of those in a lot
You
of
have to find a gumball machine.
that they may have
Oh,
gone up to 50 cents.
they probably went up to 75 now. 75 will get you a gumball now.
Yeah. I heard that payphones used to be a dime. I only knew them as a quarter. Of
Yeah.
course, they're all gone. Anything that, and see, to me back then, that made things easier. That you could be anywhere and see a payphone and call home. And the parents always made sure you had that quarter to call home.
They even made a song about it. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares.
Yeah.
I'm old enough but young enough to still remember that tail end of when I was a kid. Payphones were still there, but it was just phasing out, you know.
Mm-hmm. They've saved me a few times.
But yeah, that's a thing of the past now.
Yeah. 25-cent Aldi cart fee.
I must not be on your Wi-Fi still. I never got on your Wi-Fi the whole time I've been here. Shoot. Where's your router at?
Behind you. Up.
Well, wait now. I'm trying to upload something. It's taking forever.
Mm. Yeah, I think they started to phase out once they took the cord off of the house phone, you know.
Yeah. Trying to make everybody go digital with the ones you could carry around, cordless phones. Yeah.
The mobile devices.
Yep.
Evening, folks.
Hey, Ken, how are
They
you?
Y2K this.
Doing
They
okay.
Y2K this red pill.
Again? They already tried that once.
It's a continuation.
Part 2.
It's maybe like a prequel / sequel. I don't really know where we're at in the timelines yet. I haven't figured it out.
I think we're in the 10th season or something.
Oh shoot. I think we're in the 33rd season.
30.
Yeah, Brew, I've wondered that too. Where does Superman change now? There's no phone booths anymore.
Oh damn.
maintenance closet, maybe.
Thought about it like that. We got a place here called the Village Deli, and they got one of those old style. They got a lot of cool little artifacts in there, but they got a old British style phone booth that you can walk in and shut the door. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they've got one of those at the restaurant up here near me. They've got it set like old style. They got like antiques hanging up and everything, but they've got like one of the little phone booths. You can open the little door, walk in there, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that was a thing.
Your food is in there.
I can't believe there's actually still people that have landlines.
Well, I plan to get one when I get out there, definitely, and an old phone, because they work when the power's out. You can make phone calls.
You ain't got to worry about your battery going dead.
Yes.
Oops, I can't call nobody now.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think it definitely doesn't have the stuff that the cell phones have that comes out of it.
It'll be a little hard to text on one of those.
Yeah, you can text, but
Shit. Yeah. Guess what? That's what you could do it with pagers or beepers. Of course, I missed that whole era, but I don't know. I don't know if you could send like a code or something with it, a number code, and you knew something,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know how that would work.
I used to have to work when I worked years ago with Terminex as a termite treater.
Yeah.
We had our pagers, and I'm like, man, I don't know how many quarters we got reimbursed, but I'm like, I don't know how many phone calls I had to make. Drop that quarter in the phone and call the office. Okay, where am I going next?
Man, what a life. Yeah.
What's up, Jan? What?
Oh, Jen's in there. Hi, Jen.
Well, it's saying that it's Kim.
Oh,
So,
Jen's
all right, they sent me a code 411. All right, I know I got a rat infestation, or I don't know how they would do it for that, but yeah, you could use it for something. But with the current optics of pagers, I don't think we want to go back to that route.
Yeah, definitely not.
Definitely. But as a kid, I mean, I seen it phase out as a kid, because I remember on like the flea market with my granddad, and there was like a couple of his buddies that still walked around with them on their little utility belt. I don't know who was paging them. I never seen them use it. It was just there. I guess they liked to show they still had it.
See what Chessboard's saying? That's done purposely also. They're making the landline cost more because they don't want people to have them.
Yep.
That, or even they don't even run the hard lines like they used to anymore.
I mean, that's more than what I pay for my cell service.
Yes, me too. I think out there they still do landlines, for sure. And yes, there's definitely internet, Vicky. I've done lives from out there before, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they still do landlines around here, except for businesses. Most businesses still have, landlines.
That's true.
Actually. And like with some, I know like a lot of your older businesses, they still have them because they're in or whatever. Or even my grandparents' house, they're no longer living, but that home still has the same house number it has had since 1965.
Yeah.
Still know that number by heart, and that's still an active number. It was with them when the phone companies still had to have Bell in their name. Remember that? All the phone companies still had Bell.
You know, you had
Alexander Graham Bell's in there.
Southern Bell, Central
Yep.
Bell. I don't know how
Central
many.
Bell, all the bells. The bells were tolling. Now they no longer toll.
Now I think it's all back to AT&T again.
Oh, now we're just paying the tolls. We don't get the satisfaction of ringing the bell no more, but we got to pay the toll
Yep.
nonetheless.
I remember the day of using those phones and dialing up to see what time it was.
I remember in my hometown that all you had to do was dial the last 4 numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was like two letters and then it had the 4 numbers of what it was for what area.
Man, that's something else.
Ours was just the 4 numbers, no letters.
In a small town, yeah, you could do that because it wouldn't be but so many numbers in, you know.
Yes.
What really sucked is when you had a rotary phone and you didn't go all the way around. You got to
Had to
start
start
all
all
back
the way
you got
back
all over again.
Yes.
I did get to experience that as a kid. My great grandma's house up in North Carolina had that for years. And we had one as a kid at my mom's house for a little while. But heck, I wasn't calling nobody then.
Then everything went to push button. Then you had to like the cordless phones.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, if you're speaking to anyone here, no one here has ever done anything to hurt Kim, to hurt Jen. We love Jen.
Sure.
Hey, Lori, good to see you.
Good evening,
Yeah,
everybody.
who would be hurting Jen? Definitely nobody in here.
I don't know why she keeps putting
Good to
that.
see you, Lori.
And Kim, yes, is Jen doing okay? Because I don't understand why she's not speaking to us. You might want to check on Jen. Somebody's in chat saying it's Kim.
It's Jen saying that it's Kim. They said it themselves. Let me hold on.
Yeah, you need to look at chat. It's on my phone still if you need it.
Let me see. Jen, what about D? I see Jen.
Right, but go up further.
Jen, Jen is the most caring person who lets people hurt her, but still will be for soon if you picture them. Oh, is Kim with Jen?
That's what I'm trying to find out. And she
Or
Oh,
is Kim
I just-
Jen?
I just messaged Jen on Facebook to see if she'll answer me there, but I don't know.
Thank you. I don't know what.
Well, why is Kim using Jen's?
That's what I asked. And where is Jen? Is Jen okay? And she hasn't answered.
I have no idea.
You said something about what?
No, Jen comes up here on panels. She's all giggly, happy, go lucky. We had planned for her to move to Texas, but she had a miracle happen, and I think it was a miracle. Kim, I don't know if you're a relative, but
I texted Jen. Are you in Bonnie's chat? Somebody shouldn't be using Jen's avatar and
she's
channel.
using her computer. She was so upset, so she walked out.
Jen walked out.
That's what she's saying.
Where are they? Are they at Jen's house, or are they? Is Kim the friend from Minnesota? What's she upset about?
I don't know.
Well,
Jan.
honey, I hope she doesn't think that we're mad that she's not moving to Texas, because
No.
no one is mad about that. We've been praying that her family would care about her, and they are. And so I'm really happy for her. I know that sometimes she gets in her head about things, and they're not always the way it is. It's just she was maybe worried that we were going to be mad that she wasn't moving to Texas, but that is not true at all. No one's mad at her, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
But what's concerning is somebody on her computer.
Well, when she tells me where they are and why she's on her computer, I might feel better. It is a little bit weird right now, but at least she told us that it's not Jen. But the way she said it about Jen lets people hurt her and all that, that's just kind of, I don't know why. I don't know what to make of that.
Well, Kim, we find it odd because she hasn't seemed to have much help where she is. And so I'm asking what your relationship to Jen is, because I do care about her greatly.
And Jen hasn't replied to my text.
Interesting. 3 hours.
We don't
No one-
even really know exactly what she's upset about.
No one said you shouldn't use your computer. It's just unusual. No one's. So she walked out, but you're not telling us where you were. Walked out of where? Is she traveling, or are you at Jen's house? I've asked you a couple questions. I would hope you'd answer me where you're at and where is Jen at, because I texted her and she hasn't replied.
Do we know she has her apartment till the 3rd?
What did she first say when she came in here?
Huh?
I was supposed to help her, but what happened there? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I offered her a home.
You
Wow.
were supposed to help her, but what happened there?
I don't know about you, Kim. Where were you? Okay. Maybe I should close this down because I'm going to get upset. You know what happens when I get upset. And you should know the story, Kim, if you're that close to Jen. I'm not going to say it here in front of however many people, but she received a blessing from what I understand, and she's going to be well taken care of.
4 corners. Who the fuck are you? Exactly.
No. That's what I want
You
to
don't know us, and we don't know you. And I don't understand. I hope that you're helping our friend Jen, because we love her. And the way you come in here and throwing your words around, it was not very uniting. You're a divider of the brethren at this point. We want to help our friend Jen. Yeah, don't come in here playing head games. Exactly. I don't want to have to fucking go to Wisconsin.
Thank you,
now.
Echo.
And I will.
Right?
And why don't we just take over in her name? I mean,
I'm just going to do a flyover on the way home. It's not that far out of the way.
People, they should know by now. I ain't playing. I'm not here to play.
Mm-mm. Has Jen answered her phone?
Nope.
I'm gonna try.
Something not kosher, exactly.
Bingo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's definitely Jen's channel. It's not someone that just created a channel and used her avatar because I checked it.
And she subbed. So yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't even read the Facebook message. I don't know. Unfortunately, she is hurt. Hurt by who?
Hi, this is Jen. Please leave a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Do you have her address?
After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Jen, it's Dee. You letting your friend Kim use the phone and she's starting shit in our community chat here. I hope you're okay. We love you. No one's mad at you. Bye.
Do you have her address?
Yeah.
Should we send a welfare check? I don't know. I'm worried about Jen. I don't know who this person is. I've never heard her
I
mention
mean, I
it.
have her daughter's phone numbers.
Do you know a Kim? Has she ever mentioned a Kim to you?
It could be her neighbor. If she walked out, I mean, she's using her computer.
Well, now she's trying to say that she said she's hurt by the YouTube family.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of people get hurt for a lot of things, but I don't think it's warranted in this case with her. A lot of people love her and care about her. If she wants to think that people don't, that's from the pit of hell. Those are from the father of lies. And sometimes you can't convince people that. If she wants to believe that, she will believe that. If she wants to look around and see all the people that have been lavishing love on her, she will do that too. She needs to figure it out. I have certainly cared an awful lot for her, and so has Bonnie. And it's sabotage, really. It's people self-sabotage sometimes, and it's a shame. Sometimes people isolate themselves from people that are actually trying to help them. I've seen it before. This wouldn't be the first time. Nobody done nothing but try to help and love on Jen. So I don't care what she says. That's bullshit.
She was
I'm
so
calling bullshit.
excited about how things turned out.
This is just
And
a
I
shit stirrer,
definitely
whoever
wasn't
this is.
mad
They're just
at her.
stirring shit.
About
Yeah,
the way
we'll send a
things
welfare
turned.
check out there. I know people in Wisconsin. I know people right around there. We all know people everywhere. Stupid fucking people messing with us. This is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm getting aggravated too. Okay, well, that's fine, but you didn't tell us where you were or if she's okay. She's not answering her phone. This is called head games, and it's like high school bullshit. And what I do when I'm upset with somebody is I fucking call them and I let them know I'm upset. That's how people know I'm upset. Nobody ever has to ask me if I'm upset at them, because you know what? They will fucking know. I haven't been upset at Jen, but now I am upset at Jen.
Not at Jen.
Well,
This
if she's
person.
going to sit around and think that we're upset at her and believe that, despite all of everything we've been doing for her to try to help her,
Mary thinks a welfare check is needed.
it's a
too.
burn.
I really think somebody.
Oh, she's not going to be happy to have the police come to her house.
Well, I know that.
Well, then why don't you give us a fucking welfare check, Kim? Why don't you make us know she's okay? Are you at her house? Where the fuck are you? We've asked you 5 times.
Not a good idea. Like, why? Why is a welfare check not a good idea?
Because
Jen don't want to deal with police.
there's been issues with him.
If this is just a drama, some high school catty women drama bullshit, she doesn't need the cops of her ass.
No.
I sure wouldn't want my friends doing that to me.
Yeah. Kim, please tell her to tell us. Kiss it, whatever, but I want to hear it from Jen personally, not you.
I can do whatever I want, Kim. I don't have to listen to you. I'm not going to stop.
I know men named Kim, so yeah, I'm concerned.
This is a troll. This is a troll who's like the devil, just here to ruin our good time. Just like my first day trying to get to you, Bonnie. It's just people can't be happy for us. Can't be happy that we're trying to make progress in our community. You can't be happy that we're teaching the Constitution to each other and people. You can't be happy that we have a whole community of people here that love each other and are growing in success and our love for each other. That is so sad. I feel sorry for anybody who can't be happy for us right now.
Then tell Jen to call me.
I'm not trying to scare you. I don't care to scare you. You know, I'm team truth. I care that the truth gets put out and not lies and deception and slander. You want to go around telling people ain't done enough for you? You aren't being cared for? That is just...
Hey, Cola.
It's
Good to
just
see you.
unbelievable, really. It just is really unbelievable.
Stop peeing on our Cheerios. Well, she doesn't
Okay, well,
want.
why are you hanging out here? Why don't you just leave us alone? You know, it's too bad. You had a whole community of people here that loved you, and you're going to sit here and wah-wah. No one loves me. No one cares about me. How many orders do I have in my Shopify for salve I have sent you for the last 5 years? Wow, I went to bat for you so many times when people didn't know how much you fight. I mean, it's just really quite a burn. It's just quite a burn.
Yes, Cola. Exactly, chessboard.
This is my last night here, so I didn't want to go out this way
I
with
know.
this kind of energy in this
I'm going to
chat.
put the link for backstage for anyone that wants to come up. Jen, you know you are more than welcome. If you are listening, I would really like to hear from you personally because I do not know or have you heard you even mention a Kim. So
You want a welfare check to your house, Jen? Is that what you like?
why
Would that
isn't
make you
this
feel
working?
better to know that someone cares about you if we send the cops out there to check on you? I mean, if you don't want the cops out there, maybe you should give us a text and say, hey, it's Jen, I'm fine. Because everyone's getting on me that you need a welfare check. We don't know who this person is who has your computer. They're antagonizing us. And so, you know, it's very hard predicament to know what to do.
Echo, anybody can say that. there's no reason for her not to want to call, even if it's Ken. If she wants to call
Yeah.
Ken, she can call Ken.
That's okay. You don't have to worry about having me as a friend, Kim, or whoever you are. It's not looking like it's gonna happen. You're lost, babe.
What's up, you guys?
Hey, Gola.
Hey, y'all. What is going on? Man, picked a day to be late, didn't I?
Something odd. We're just so I'm gonna go ahead and close this one down.
You guys, you can clone those accounts so easily, and all it would take is to
But it has
copy
a
that icon and write the name Jen. I don't know about the
it
mods.
goes to the right channel though.
It does.
Yes.
Okay, I just know that it's been done before. This is a lot I'm late, so I don't know, but I love all y'all. So this is crazy.
Actually, you'll call them yourself.
Yeah,
What?
it's kind of hard to replicate a mod, though, isn't
You're
it?
probably right about that, I guess. But you know what I'm talking about. It's totally happened before.
I know it has.
Don't like the truth.
All right, I'm going to close this one up. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Hope we all learned something in every way from this. And y'all
Thanks,
just
Brew.
be careful out
Much
there.
love.
And yes, Dee will be back home sometime. And
So if that's not
Peace. Much love.
Oh,
See you on the
Mom.
next one. Oh, you still live?
Yeah, I'm still alive. God bless y'all and have a good night.
Good night, chat.
Good night, YouTube.
See you on the next one.